Hello, hello, and hello. How y'all doing on today? What it is, friend? What's up, friend? How you doing on Tuesday night? How you feeling? How you vibing? What you got going on?
Girl, overwhelmed.
Overwhelmed, friend.
I am catching a flight tomorrow to go to the Atlanta Usher show with my friend. And guess who ain't packed a thing?
I was just about to say, now let me guess. You haven't packed anything.
Not a daggone thing. And guess who's going to be braiding their hair tonight? As soon as I get off here? Me. Yeah, it's just a lot. I don't know why I did this to myself. I literally was in Charlotte, North Carolina last week for an event from Thursday to Sunday. I came back. I ain't even emptied my suitcase from that. So now I
Friend,
got to.
why you must put yourself through this all the time?
I don't know why I do this to myself every freaking time. And I'm going to Melody's Winter Wonderland event, Melody from Love and Marriage Huntsville, on Saturday. And I have 3 all white outfits. I don't know if I can fit any of them. But something is going. I'm going to stuff myself to the gills in something, okay? Because I ordered stuff. Because I don't got time to think about it. I'm just going to toss some stuff in the suitcase and hopes a good outfit jumps out at me. That's what I'm going to do.
Can I tell you? Not ask you. Can I tell you what your New Year's resolution is going to be
What is that?
in 2025? We will no longer be waiting till it's 30 minutes before it's time for us to walk out the door to say, "Oh, I need to braid my hair." Ma'am, the plane is gassing up right now as we speak. Okay.
Listen, I got TSA pre-check. I got clear. Just let me in. Let me in. Okay. But you're right. I got to do better. I got to do better. It's getting kind of hectic.
January 1. Okay.
Yes. You see, said February 1 because January I'm not gonna get it together. And mind you, I have another flight to catch to Florida in January. So guess who's going to have her stuff packed? Hopefully me. Hopefully me.
Let me start praying. Let us pray. Yeah, let's say a moment of silence for Shay doing better in 2025.
You know what? I got to get my life. You know what? I need to do better because God has blessed me to where I can travel and do the things. So the least I could do is show him my appreciation by getting prepared on time. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I
I'm gonna try.
appreciate it.
Yeah.
The fact that you said you're going to try baby steps. That's all we need is baby steps.
Yes, indeed.
Friend,
What about you, friend?
I'm good. I feel like I'm coming down with a little piece of cold.
Oh no.
And you know what happened to me last year, y'all? I was in the hospital Christmas Eve with the flu. I was sick.
Oh no,
I
ma'am.
refused
Mm-mm.
to go through this again.
No.
I refuse. I can't. I can't. So I am going to start taking my medicine tonight, my elderberry, my zinc, vitamin C, D, E, F, and G, baby. Whatever it is I need to take, I'm about to take it because I cannot
Sure.
repeat of last year.
Yeah, no, not at all. We cannot do that at all, ma'am. Okay. And
Repeat.
they say that walking pneumonia is like a thing now.
I've
Like,
had pneumonia before.
yeah, you don't need that. Mm-mm.
I've had it before, and I had mucus cold stuck in my chest the size of a golf ball.
Dang.
Yep. I was
That's so crazy.
yeah.
A friend of mine, she's a RN. I literally was just traveling with her this past weekend, and she said she had pneumonia for a while, and didn't even know it. She was going to work. Nurses, they do 12-hour shifts,
Right.
right? And she said that she had got one day she had just got so tired that one of the her colleagues was like, you need to get checked, like sit down, because the nurses are like the worst patients.
Mm-hmm.
So she said, she showed us a gallon jug. She said they literally took 75% of this worth of mucus out of my
I
system.
believe it. I believe it.
I was like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I said, how would you have ever been able to pass that
Yeah.
like naturally?
Yeah. I
It's
believe
insane.
that's why they, most people, and I'm gonna say this and we'll get off of it to make it back lighter. Most people
Yeah.
pass away from pneumonia than they do the flu. Yeah, because
Oh.
it sits in your chest and you have no way of getting it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, yeah, I remember that, baby. I never forget that. And I had that in grade school. Baby, I remember like it happened yesterday.
Oh my God. No, no way. See, and my son has a cough now. Now I'm scared. I'm like, eat these pineapples, drink this juice, drink all of this, eat all and
Yeah,
drink this stuff. Mm, child. But we gonna pray on for health and wellness for you, and
girl,
that none of that happens
I'm
whatsoever.
pushing through. I'm trying my bestest.
In
Okay.
Jesus' name.
All right. Shout out to Scotty. Scotty said,
Yes,
nice to see you,
Scotty.
man. I'm going to get invited back on the panel, and Shay needs to let me know.
When my ass get there.
Oh,
I was literally about to say, Scotty, I'm going to inbox you. I will be there actually tomorrow night. So the concert is Thursday. Look, I'm telling my whole business. Concert Thursday. Friday, I'm not doing nothing. We were talking about going to the Trap Museum, possibly. And
oh,
then Saturday is that Melody event. So if you're not doing nothing Friday night, we hanging, friend. Let's do it. Where you at?
oh,
Where
is
you
her
want to go?
event in Atlanta or in Alabama?
It's in Atlanta.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it's literally like 5 minutes away from the arena where the concert is.
That worked out perfectly.
Yeah, I was like, excuse me, this is awesome. But the main event is me seeing my friend. Okay. I
That part.
got to see my friend. So
The
you let
celebrity,
me know where, Scotty, and I'm gonna be there.
he getting, tagged by Carlos D. King himself,
Right.
Let's don't forget about the little people, Scotty. Don't forget about the little people, all right? Me being one of the little people, all right?
You are so crazy.
And if you want to come up tonight, friend, you okay with it?
Yeah, of
Okay.
course. Come
If you
on up.
want to come up, let me know, Scotty, and I will drop the link. All right. So let's go ahead and get into some mess because I know you got something to say about this Martell and Letitia situation. I
Girl.
know you got something to say about that, and I want to hear it too. But
Literally.
we're gonna get
Literally
into
last night
the
I
mess.
was taking my hair out and I saw the clip. Bondi Blue actually had posted the clip and she had gotten it from Money Making Mel's fan page. And I saw that clip. I said, girl, what? I said, oh no, Letitia. First of all, people are focusing too much on the fact. Well, first of all, I'm going to say this. I don't like the fact that she somewhat outed Martell, right? I was laughing at it and making fun of it or whatever. But at the end of the day, you outed this man. You did. But I didn't like mainly the fact that you knew all of this time about the revenge P and you said absolutely nothing. You said absolutely nothing. You continue to let people talk trash about Mel. Carlos sat on the reunion stage talking about something. I would think you would know whose penis was in your mouth. And all of that. Y'all didn't clear none of that up. Even after you knew that was Martell's peen. It's unbelievable, these people on this cast. It is absolutely insane to me. Like, how do you walk around thinking that this is okay? And y'all sat up there and protected this man all this time, but now all of a sudden he's a liar. He's always he this and he that after he say something about you.
I have a different of opinion, right?
I'm sure you do.
You know, I have a difference of opinion, but I agree with everything. Let me say that, but I want to add on to it. No pushback, just to add on to it.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw our banner up here because y'all take this love marriage Huntsville stuff way too serious for me. Okay,
Sure.
just a little bit too serious for me. So I just want to let y'all know that this is in our opinion. That's it. That's all. Okay.
Period.
Opinion.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like your booty hole. Everybody got one. Okay. I'm not, my stuff isn't more important than the people in the chat or my beautiful panelists. Okay. It ain't that. Okay. So I just want to make that very, very crystal clear.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So do you want to start with the marriage, people, or we gonna go run through these shows real quick? Tell me what you want to do, friend.
We might as well go and let it out. I done already gave my opinion, child.
So I didn't even know that Letitia Nim was on Messy Mondays. Had no clue. The only reason why I knew was when the Jasmine brand posted it. And I was like, oh, they did Messy Mondays. Then I'm listening. I said, oh, she's been real messy. Got it. Okay. Oh, this was messy for real.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I did not watch the entire show. All I saw was what the Jasmine brand posted.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I went down in the comments because you know this is where the party be at, child. So let me go to the comments, see what the people talking about.
Uh-huh.
Going through the comments, and I'm like, why everybody saying get her, Martell? Martell needs to sue. Martell, if no, Letitia, if Martell says something, don't be crying. Well, I believe because her husband cheated. I said, now wait a minute. I said, I'm a little confusion over here. I'm a little confused. And I, like I said, I agree with everything you said. Let me add on to that. Whether this man is playing for the same team or not, I like to dabble in, let's just be fair. Let's dabble in being fair. This ninja came for her on national televised programming and called her everything but a child of God on TV. She on Messy Mondays, she ain't leaked it. She ain't went to her Instagram, her TikTok. She ain't been in the comments. She ain't did her story. She did absolutely nothing. The show airs. She's on Messy Mondays. I'm assuming it came up. She has a response. Why everybody want to rally on Martell as if he wasn't the ninja who got the party started? Now we can go back and forth between who's right and who's wrong, and you should have did this and you should have did that, and you shouldn't have said this and shouldn't have said that. But if we're gonna do baseline respect, this nigga started it first. So technically, she's getting her lick back. Now, whether she did it right or did it wrong, that's up for debate. That's debate. But I'm confused as to why it's okay for him to be this disrespectful on TV. Nobody checks him. Nobody says nothing.
Until now.
Oh, it's free for game now. Oh, he can say whatever he want to say. The minute she claps back, because a lot of these love and marriage Huntsville mantra is, if you go low, I go to hell. So since you went to hell, now everybody mad. Now everybody's mad because she went to hell. But that's the tagline that the love and marriage Huntsville people use all the time. Am I lying? I just want to know.
I think, but you know, I see your point, but I think more people were rallying behind her than against her. Like, I think that there was somewhat of a split decision in some cases, because in Carlos' comments, people were coming for Letitia and Carlos, but you know, in different social media aspects like Instagram, everybody's on Tisha's side. You know, it just depends on what you're looking at. But for the most part, we can distribute wrong on both sides. You know, I feel like Destiny was the one that kicked it all off, and then she want to leave and act like she got an attitude. You know what I mean? And you can, how you leave in a car and you came in a different car? It's given very much staged. This was all staged to me. You dropped a big old pit of fire and didn't put it out. Roasted all your marshmallows and squashed them between your graham crackers. Ate them and left. Didn't clean up the work area. Like
Now,
she just
the episode. Let me say that I did not see the episode. All I saw was the clip, of course, of him.
So yeah, that was so
saying
Destiny
all the
was the
stuff.
one that asked a question. She said because Martell in a scene, when they went to Destiny's storage spot, aka her area where she's making her candles. It's a storage space. But she was in there and he told her how he had a gripe with Marceau and them because they didn't reach out to him with all the stuff that he was going through with his court cases and carrying on or whatever. So Destiny decides to come to this adult field day that she put together, playing fucking musical chairs and shit. I would have left. Soon as I saw the chairs come out, I'd be like, girl, I haven't done this since Red and Blue Day in 6th grade. Like, girl, what? I'm not doing any of this. This is a waste of my time. Do you have some drinks? Where's the charcuterie board? Where's the real fun? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But she says, she kicks off a question. Is there anybody here that you would like to have a conversation with about, how they've wronged you or whatever, and what y'all can do to make it better, or, basically something like that. She was like, I know Mel isn't here for you to have that conversation with her, but is there anybody else that you want to basically you feel wronged by and you want to talk about how they could have done it better? And so that's what kicked it off. And Martell brought up how he feels like everybody should have reached out to him when he was getting locked up and all this, that, and the third. First of all, don't nobody give a shit about you getting locked up, just like don't nobody give a damn about Maurice. And that, what am I going to call you and say, oh, Maurice, you got drunk and got behind the wheel? Dang. You all right? Martell, you tried to take your very capable wife to court to take your children, and she's the sole provider for them right now with your broke ass. Damn, I feel so bad for you, brother. No. And also, they talked about how he's done videos of Gatormouth twerking in the closet in her lopsided diaper booty, bouncing and bouncing around in the closet. Okay, and he videotaping it, showing it to the Scots. So basically, what you did, Tisha, in a moment of anger is now you've implicated yourself. And this is why karma is an entire bitch, because none of y'all wanted to be there or speak up for Mel with all this stuff that was going on with Martell. Y'all didn't want to ask any questions, answer any questions where it comes to that. But as soon as he pissed y'all off, now you want to air it out. But they're in the middle of a court case. Martell's court case was continued. He got convicted of the Revenge P situation. So his court date, now he has to go before a trial of a jury trial. He has a jury trial now. So now, congratulations, Tisha and Marceau, you played yourself. You will be called to the stand. You will be called to the stand now, because now you have put yourself in it. However, I don't deny that they would have been in it anyway, because you clearly brought Carson Blue on the show, right? Carson Blue was doing Tisha's hair, told her that there was a video or a picture of Mel gobbling down her husband, okay? But he wanted to make it seem like it was somebody else. So Tisha and them immediately knew, oh, dang, that must be the picture that he showed us. So she basically admitted that all of them have seen the photo. So initially they probably thought, dang, Mel was out here getting it in with other dudes. And allegedly, The reason why Mel stopped talking to Destiny and Tisha was because she overheard Destiny and Tisha in the hotel room talking about the picture. Because Destiny was like, that's what she was going, that was the bomb she was going to drop if Mel had, tried to play her or whatever the case may be.
Mhm.
Allegedly. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know. But that's the whole shtick. So
You know what? Because I think this show has been so dog pile with so much stuff. Y'all know how I feel. The show need to be canceled.
mm,
Especially since it didn't hit this level, the show needs to be canceled.
mm-hmm.
And it's so much of a dog pile of bull crap. It's almost hard to talk about one thing without something else being added on. You see what I'm saying? And
Right.
once we get to here, now we got to add on something else.
Mm-hmm.
Are you hearing the echo, or is it just me?
No, I don't hear echo.
Okay, I'm hearing the echo.
Oh.
My end. Okay. Um, but yeah, I think it's so much of piling on when it comes to the issues of this show. Let's be for real. Martell should have been let go seasons ago.
Period.
I think whenever it came out alleged, I'm gonna keep saying allegedly because I don't know if it's to be true. Okay, it is an echo. Okay, I thought I was hearing it.
Oh, I don't hear it.
A little static. Okay, I thought I was hearing it. Okay, so it is one. Is it bad, y'all? Y'all let me know.
How about now? Is there echo now?
Let me see. Hello? I think it's gone. Y'all let me know. Testing. Testing.
Let me see. I can't really see the comments. I gotta click in and click out.
It's gone.
Gone.
Okay, cool,
Lee
cool.
said it's gone.
Perfect. Okay, cool. I switched out my mics.
Oh, okay.
I think it was my mic that I had. So it should be gone by now.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah, because I don't hear it anymore. So whenever that situation happened, when he, got aggressive with somebody, whoever it was behind the scenes, that should have been his ticket to be suspended or fired.
Who?
Martell.
Martell should have had his ass fired a long ass time ago.
Right.
The way
And
that
now,
he has been harassing Melody. He's been showing up to her house unannounced. She's had a protective order against him from all the stuff that he's been doing. He's been trying to record her conversations. The man has literally been stalking her. His bird on in her keeps jumping out of her crate, trying to constantly bother Melody, thinking she gonna get on this show, acting like she don't want to be on the show, knowing she wants to be on the show. Then you got him harassing her, sending her flowers. Martell is the type of person, and Tisha said it in that interview. I watched the whole interview. He's the type of person that will do something ridiculous and then apologize and think it's okay. No,
right.
you're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde. But my biggest problem with this group of people is that it's okay when he's harassing Melody. But oh, Lord knows it is a whole problem if he start harassing them. It's crazy to me. Like,
Right.
this man has literally been harassing the hell out of this woman. And I feel like all that time, is it still static?
I'm trying to see. I think it's gone.
All this time, now that I think about it, when they were, and I said this in my review, they were talking about, yes, someone's mom is in a video. I think they were all that time. I knew they were talking about Melody. I just knew they were talking about Melody because on the reunion that one time they talked about it, and then Destiny was talking about I've seen XYZ. All of them were alluding to them seeing something. It never was Miss Van in this video with Basement Billy. It was really Mel the entire time in this elusive video that all of them kept on talking about. So at the end of the day, Bravo would never. This would not be happening on a Bravo production. This man would have been gone. I think that Carlos King is working behind the scenes and being crafty as all get up. I don't know if Carlos King was bouncing on that peen. Okay, it sounds like everybody in damn Huntsville, whether you a male or a female, can get it. Okay, allegedly, in everybody's opinion, apparently Tisha being the number one. Okay, but yeah, I'm over it. Martell just needs to go. He brings nothing to the show. Nobody likes him. Now nobody on the show likes him, and the public doesn't like him. He is a menace to society, and it's time to stop rewarding him with camera time. He brings nothing to this show.
Yeah, I agree. I do think when that situation happened, it should have been to the point to where he should have been set down right then and there. And yes, I mean set down. He should have been set
Mm-hmm.
down then. We're seeing the fruits of him from what he's always been. Martell is not my favorite person. Let me be honest. Nobody on that show is my favorite person. I'm tired of all of them. I'm tired of every last one of them. I'm tired. I'm tired. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, a reason why I'm honing in on Martell so much is because it was the blatant disrespect.
Mm.
And the reason why I know people don't like Letitia for whatever reason, all the things, because what she did to Mel, did speak up for Mel, whatever the case may be, I would never, as a woman, whether I like you or not, sit here and let you be shredded to pieces by another nigga.
Mm-mm.
Now, if her and Destiny going back and forth, that's on y'all. Okay. But as a female, I'm that type of chick. I'm
Mm-hmm.
whoa, wait a minute now. You ain't got to like the girl, but wait a minute. You're doing a lot right now.
Mm-hmm.
This is a lot. There's no reason for you to be going in on her the way you're doing it. And if your issue is more with Marceau, then you air Marceau out. What the heck you airing out Letitia for?
Right.
Air out the man that you consider a friend.
Yep.
Where Maurice and Marceau smoke at? You came after a woman. How lame is that?
Very.
Which we know you do all the time because we've seen it before. But my outrage came from the women who were okay with him speaking to her like that, all because insert whatever reason here. Oh, okay, we can't be this crazy. Dang, we ain't got to like the girl, but disrespect is disrespect.
Yeah.
We don't have to like the girl, but dang, what he did was definitely too much.
Yeah, Kimmy sat right there. Kimmy sat there, Destiny sat there and let it happen. So, it's just one of those things where, Martell, and then even in the interview with Carlos King, Tisha admitted, she said she said Martell has always been disrespectful to women. He doesn't have any respect for women. And I'm like, okay, you all of a sudden had this epiphany. And then she irked the hell out of me because now, mind you, I'm saying all this, and I agree with you. It wasn't okay for Martell to talk to her like that. However, it's just difficult for me to have as much care very long because it's all fun and games until it happens to you. Right? You sat up there on this show and said on the interview with Carlos and said, Martell wanted us to pick sides and we never pick sides. Like in the beginning, I was always team Mel. I was on Mel's side and I was there for her until she was messing with my marriage. And then I said, you know what? I'm just going to bow out and leave it. Tisha, did you ever come and ask Mel, hey girl, you okay? You need somebody to talk to? I ain't never seen you do that on the show. I did see you, however, come and say, he got matching BMWs with his side chick. I did see you bring that up. I didn't see you bring nothing as much as a paper towel, a tissue to dry up a tear. You ain't do none of that. Both of y'all were work, and then y'all laying down getting massages, telling the girl she bougie. I haven't seen y'all do anything to encourage this woman through all this stuff that she's going through. So it's very difficult for me to go ahead and run through the streets with a flag saying thank you, Tisha, at this moment, because for now 9 seasons, or however y'all are conjuring up and putting these seasons together, child, you have done absolutely nothing but be disrespectful. And I do not ever want to hear any of y'all say girl code, not near another day. Not near another. Don't let it roll off the white hairs on your tongue, because I know that y'all are not brushing your teeth to get that out clean. You're not. Stop. I cannot. But that's my piece on it. I just, I just think it's very disrespectful. It's very disrespectful. Martell has been allowed to be so disrespectful. I think Carlos King is a terrible producer, because you want to sit up here and you want all the accolades when everything is doing right. But yet when somebody comes to you and tells you when they have a gripe, you want to take videos down like you did last week. Then this week, you want to sit there stone-faced when Letitia is basically telling you that she's yet another woman on this show that Martell is being allowed to disrespect. And you are doing absolutely freaking nothing.
You know what? I think, so y'all know my overall feeling about the show. For those who don't, let me say this. I do feel like everybody across the board plays a part, but I will put more weight on Carlos than I will anybody else, because it is his show. And y'all know I've been saying this. I feel like we've been stuck in season 4 since season 4. I don't think they've moved outside of season 4. Probably outside of this season with adding Trish and Ken and them. But we're still talking about the same stuff over and over and over and over again. We haven't moved on past any of the things. And I've always said this too, and most people don't like to hear it, but I will be fair. I don't think nobody's hands are clean across the board on their cast. Nobody. From the rooter to the tutor, I don't think nobody's hands are clean. I don't think ain't nobody sitting over here saying I'm being the innocent person and everybody else is backstabbing me. I don't get that from nobody. I think everybody has played an equal part in being nasty, rude, mean, backstabbing, lying, all the things. That's just my personal opinion. That's just me. I don't think that it's been so much everybody team up on Mel and Mel's just sitting over here minding her business. I think Mel is playing a part in a lot of things. I don't think it's everything that everybody hates Letitia, Scott, and all of them, or they just sitting here and Mel not doing anything. No, everybody is playing a part, including Carlos King, because you're allowing this stuff to go on for so freaking long and you're not stopping it. When that man was doing that to that woman, you should have, and I know he's not there, so I'm not going to give him too much because he wasn't there on set. We know how this stuff works. Just like Andy ain't there, he's not there. Right. However, when you came to the cutting board, or if you at the point to where you feel like you giving so much leeway to your producers, something should have been said to your producer. Be like, hey, we don't condone stuff like this. If you see something like this on the cutting floor, cut this out.
Correct.
This is me a bad name. This giving the show a bad name. Don't do this at all.
I think that there is a fine line between being shady but towards each other and making good TV versus downright harassing somebody. I think that's where we're missing the whole point. You know what I mean? Yes, of course nobody's hands are clean, because everybody's hands has to get dirty for this to be a good show. Right? At some point, somebody has to do something that maybe somebody doesn't like, say something that somebody doesn't like or is not favorable of someone else on the show, whatever. We're making TV at the end of the day. However, anything that's brought up that somebody doesn't like or being shady or whatever, it shouldn't end with somebody stalking them. It
I
shouldn't end
agree.
with somebody staying on the show that is constantly taking somebody to court.
I
It's
agree.
it's it's Carl Martell said in that scene, I don't like when people say things against me. So now I want revenge. So that lets me know all of this stuff that you have been doing to Melody, you just basically said out of your mouth, yeah, I'm taking you to court to get the kids. I know you're a good mom, but I'm doing it just to piss you off because I don't like that you left me. I'm going to constantly try to harass you and make your life a living hell because I don't want you to date anybody else because I'm mad that you left me. So you won't be with me, so you won't be with nobody that makes you happy. I'm
Right.
gonna turn the kids against you by recording them and putting it on social media, saying bad stuff about you. I'm gonna uh all the things we could say that he's done. All of this
Mhm.
stuff is not a part of making good TV. This is genuinely a part of harassing somebody.
Right.
And that
And
has
that's why,
nothing to do with, oh, Melody's perfect, oh, Tisha's terrible. Da, 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 da. They are all together making TV.
correct.
Somebody has to not like somebody. But that again, nobody needs to be harassing somebody.
Correct. And going back to what I said in the beginning, he
Mhm.
should have been set down. He should have
Yeah,
been taken out the
he
show.
should have been
Because
gone.
he is a huge problem to what's going on. He should have been gone. Now you said something because I don't want this to go to a tip the cat type thing where he did this and he did that, and she did this. And I don't want that to happen, but I do want us to remember things that I try to stay away from the allegedly that happens on YouTube. Because a lot of it is allegedly. We don't know it for sure. People just talking, putting two and two together. It seems like it can be four. Let's move on, right?
Well, the
So,
court case stuff is true. That's
oh no,
black
I
and
ain't talking
white.
about the court. Oh, I ain't talking about
Yeah,
that stuff. No, no,
yeah,
no.
that stuff is true. And him trying to tap her phone, all that stuff, that's true. It's in
No,
the
no,
court
I'm not
document.
talking about
Yeah.
the Melody and Martell situation. No,
Oh,
no.
gotcha.
Mm-mm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You brought up when Letitia said, oh, you need to, oh, you got y'all got matching BMWs or whatever the line that Letitia said,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And there's so much on, and I'm seeing it in the comments to where, well, oh, they knew and they didn't say anything. Well, where's that same smoke? Because even in that same sitting, that means that Mel knew that Marceau was cheating. Because did she not also say, well, you need to put the kids to bed early and you need to drive down there to the bar and see what your husband is doing? So I feel like if one thing gonna be true for one person, then let it be true across the board. My thing for me is let's just be fair. I'm
Mm-hmm.
not on team X or Y. I'm team fair.
Right.
Let's be fair across the board. If our reasoning for going against Letitia so much is because she knew that this was going on, then we need to have that same energy for the other person because allegedly she knew too. Why would you tell me to go and check and see what my husband doing? Do you know something that I don't know? Because
Well,
clearly
see
you
that.
know something.
Well, that's that line that I talked about in the sand where it comes to creating TV versus reality and real harassment.
That
The
was season
thing
one,
with
and I don't think she knew anything about creating TV. Let me produce, let me put on for my city. This was definitely in the moment. This is how I feel. They was too new.
No,
They,
I'm not saying now season 1 and season 2, they were creating good TV, but those were real moments, right?
correct,
So
right.
the thing that's what I was getting at. So even though they were really sharing their emotions, right? They were at that point, those were instances that were real that create good TV. So I
Correct.
don't really have a problem with everybody's going to like who they like, right?
I
Some
agree.
there's people that are going to like Tisha regardless of what she does. There's people that are going to like Melody regardless of what she does.
I agree.
But the common denominator between the two of them is pillow talk. So it's why is it okay if it's okay for Tisha to come to her and talk about the BMW, then it's okay for Tisha to receive that Melody said, pull up to the bar, baby girl. Because just like Martell is pillow talking with Melody, trying to probably get out of what the hell he's doing. And he's like, well, yeah, I did this, but Marceau did this too. He was there too. And da 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 da. You know, people pillow talk when they're married.
Correct.
And he
I agree.
probably was trying to cover up his stuff because the whole time he was blaming all of the stuff on Marceau and Maurice. The reality is all of this, all roads lead back to Martell. He is
I
the one
agree.
that's been lying the entire time. But everybody's feelings have gotten involved. Everybody is emotionally involved. People's relationships were on the line. Melody decided to leave. Rightfully, Tisha hasn't had anybody bring any solid information to her where her husband is doing XYZ. Marceau, if he was cheating, he cheated smarter.
I said that.
Period.
I've been saying it. I've been saying, look, either y'all gonna let the cheat thing go, or y'all gonna have to bring some receipts. Talking about it 15 times over does nothing.
It does absolutely nothing for the show. It does absolutely. Tisha brought up a good point. She said, you know, I'm tired of talking about the cheating stuff. She was like, let's talk about how Marceau don't pick up his clothes behind himself. How I clean up
Mm-hmm.
the house and he come in here and tear it up. How he
Right.
wants to work and leave me in the house all day. Like, let's get, and that's what they tried to get into. She wanted to talk about her real life and real things that she's really having going on. But they just keep trying to steer it into this cheating stuff because common denominator, Martell was going through it with
Mm-hmm.
Melody. Carlos King wants to make, you know, crazy TV. So yeah, Tisha, if Marceau don't do the dishes and don't know that his son is allergic to peanut butter, that's not really as entertaining as us constantly talking about whether he cheating on you or not. So this is where the producers are steering these storylines. Why were they about to get a divorce last year?
Who was about to
Exactly.
get a divorce last year?
She said that on the show. They talked about it in scene on the last episode. They said they had gotten to the point where you know, Tisha said that the comments on social media were getting to her. It really being on this show has really took a huge dagger to her ego and, you know, crushed her spirits. Like, she's always been the one in her family that was loved and adored. She always was like the center of attention. But then
Mm-hmm.
she, and nobody ever really disliked her, but now she's on this show and it seemed like everybody hate her. She wasn't able to
Take the
deal
scrutiny.
with that. She wasn't really
Mm-hmm.
to did you say take the truth?
Scrutiny. No.
Oh, yeah, so she could she couldn't deal with the scrutiny, right? That's a better way of saying it. So she's not used to people not liking her. So having all these people saying all this negative stuff to her was really hard on her, and it
I
really
can see it.
took a toll on their marriage. So she was saying, you know, she never questioned their marriage in the beginning, but then she looked like, maybe I'm being dumb. Should I be looking into this stuff because everybody is saying it and da 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 da.
Mm-hmm.
So she started to doubt Marceau, and then they were having arguments over what it, if I coulda, woulda, shouldas, and
Correct.
there was nothing being produced. So it took a toll on their marriage, and now they've been able to bounce back.
But I see that. But so the question of if that's the case, then why would they get a divorce last year? I think that outside noise is real,
Yeah.
real, especially
Mm-hmm.
for people who's married. The first thing they'll tell you is keep your business to yourself. What you and
Mm-hmm.
your husband go through, keep it in the house because what you're willing to forgive him for,
Yep.
mama ain't gonna be willing to forgive man for.
No.
What you're willing to forgive woman for, sister ain't gonna be willing to forgive. So I do think that it plays a big part. Yes, their marriage is on the front street. And let me say this: I've always felt that Marco cheated. I've
Oh
always
yeah, he was definitely with
never been a doubt in my mind that he had.
Coleslaw. Yeah, Coleslaw said it. Melody brought it up because Melody's hairstylist was Martell's cousin. So and that's where they both met, both of them. So Marceau was screwing around with Martell's cousin, and Martell met Gatormouth at some cookout that the
Correct.
cousin had. So in my opinion, allegedly, in my opinion, I think that he was fucking around with the cousin. for 3 years, but she didn't want to. The cousin, Melody was, everybody saying, Tisha has, for these years, has said that Melody was trying to pay the cousin $10,000 to come on the show. And apparently Alonda had said, that's the lady's name, said, she outed Melody and said, Melody said, come on the show and
Oh,
tell
yeah,
the
yeah, yeah,
truth, and I'll pay you $10,000 to do it.
right.
Now that hasn't been proven, but homegirl got on Instagram
No,
and did a
Brittany, it was
live.
proven because that was on the reunion. That
Yeah,
came up
and
on the reunion, and
yeah.
Melody said that she was trying to, but the money didn't work out, so she ended up not coming on the show. No, that was proven. Melody, she said
No,
that
she said on the reunion that Carlos and them was going to pay her, not her. That they were
but she
trying to
was
get her
trying
on
to
the
get
show.
her. She did deny it.
Yeah, she said that she said you should come on the show and tell your truth or whatever. But Carlos and them were going to commission her to come on the show, not Melody. So I remember that on the
Mm.
but they had her do a live saying, "No, I've never been." And I'm like, "Damn, girl, you must have really loved that dick to get on the internet and lie like that and sing like a bird." But I
Somebody,
believe he was fucking homegirl. But
somebody in the comments brought up the vasectomy. Oh, here you go, here you go, here you go, here you go.
oh yeah, he got one of those so that he wouldn't, at least he
When the
wouldn't have no
vasectomy
outside children.
came, it was a
Yeah.
clear shot that this nigga is out here cheating and
Yeah, you
cheating.
out here doing your thing. Yeah,
It was
absolutely.
a clear indication. So let me say this because I don't want it to be what's the word convoluted with so
Mm-hmm.
much stuff that we missing the point. Let me make this very clear. I do believe that Marceau have cheated. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
Marceau was smart enough to either stop cheating or get better at his cheating. That's just
Mm-hmm.
my opinion. That's just me. When he went and got that vasectomy with his said brother, they told on themselves by doing
Period.
it. That's
Period.
it. Now let's go to Martell. Martell has been a problem on this show for a
Mm-hmm.
while, especially since him and his then wife, now ex-wife, divorced. He has been a problem. Martell did not have a storyline. Martell had nothing going on. Martell couldn't even pass his license. So because he couldn't do that and go into at least a storyline of being able to show him do some type of work, he should have been let go.
Mm-hmm.
I also feel that once Mel and Martell got a divorce, that should have been the end of their divorce conversation. I
Period.
don't want to hear how you still want her and how she keeps talking about how you still want her. I don't want to hear it. Don't matter. Let it go. We're gonna talk about co-parenting, and we're gonna talk about this. That's the only thing that's still relevant in our lives are those 4 kids. Who still this and who still want each other? You wearing the way, leave it. It don't matter. It's silly at this point.
But but I get your point, but that's their reality. You're not, you talking as if these people are sensible. This man is a narcissist, really. Like, he is, I think if he got a clinical evaluation, he would be, hell, Nick Cannon got an evaluation and admitted that he's a narcissist. So I
Mm-hmm.
think if Martell rightfully got evaluated, that would be his diagnosis, in my opinion. We throw it around a lot, but this man gives all the indicators. The problem is, you can't talk about just co-parenting when that's not what you want to do.
Right.
Martell, in his heart of hearts, and even Tisha said it in that interview. She said all of us thought that, oh yeah, they got a divorce, but they gonna get married again. They gonna work it out
Mm-hmm.
and get back together. Everybody was thinking that they were going to get back together. Martell said it several times. Yeah, we get a divorce, but maybe we'll get married in
Mm-hmm.
3 years. That's what he was living off of. He was living
Mm-hmm.
off of, you gonna come back. And when that was not proven to be true, he's spiraling out of control. Unfortunately, the reality is we don't want to hear it anymore, but that's their reality. And that's what's been driving the show, because I'm gonna go ahead and bring it on home for you. The Scotts don't talk about their life. The fact that you are just now in this last episode saying that y'all were on the verge of a divorce last year, why didn't we see that? You don't talk about your life. Just like Kimmy, Tisha admitted in that interview that Kimmy was in the store when she got the call about Maurice being coming, the DUI. But you said you was in the bed and you went looking for him and this, that, and the third or whatever. Tell us what's the truth. Y'all just be on here lying and not telling your true. You're not living your true story. So y'all continue to hide behind the Holtz, but then you want to get mad at what they're talking about, but you don't change the narrative. That's why we're still talking about it, because the Scotts are not changing the narrative. That's what it is.
So I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
What do this show look like in the future?
Gone, deleted.
So do you think a rebrand would help? A recasting would help? What does it look like?
This show needs a prayer, a new producer, a totally new cast. It's just done. It's done. These people do not like each other. They're not friends. None of them like each other. Melody don't like these people. It's very evident in her scenes. But I did love that last scene with Trish. It was Chef's fucking kiss. Loved it.
Oh,
Melody,
the show, so I don't know.
Yeah, that was Chef's kiss. I just think that this show is not going to be good as long as Carlos King is over it, because where he thinks that he's a great producer, he's not. He's the one driving this show into the ground. He really is, because this show could have been good. It really could have been good, but he is manufacturing shit in places that it just shouldn't be done.
You know what? I think with everybody, it don't went too far gone.
Yeah, it's too much.
I think it'll went too far gone. And like you said in the beginning, too many emotions have been added. We'll went past opinions. Let's just be for real. We'll went straight past opinions. And we've moved over into like it's happening to this individual.
Mm-hmm.
We passed opinion. It's like, oh my God, y'all are cheating on me. Oh my God, you're taking me through court. And I just think that because we don't went too far left with so much stuff, I don't know if it can be pulled back. I don't know if it can be reeled back in to land. I think the Titanic. I think they're about to hit this iceberg. I actually think they already hit it. Honestly.
They have, and I don't know if it's. I have to disagree. I don't know if it's so much of the overlying effect that people are personalizing it. I just think that people
personalizing it, friend.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I'll admit a lot of people do personalize it. However, I think the bigger picture is people are tired of seeing one person noticeably be bullied on the show. That's what I think, and that's how I feel too. And I know we have differing thoughts on that, but I just feel like everything, one person is always being held accountable, and then when you put that person in a corner so long and she's ready to claw herself out and say something back, then it's such a tragedy. You know what I mean? Like she's looked at as such a bad person when all she's doing is reacting to the 10 things that y'all did to her. And I think that people, reality TV is supposed to strike reality in you, right? It's supposed to have you revisit different moments and personalize some things to an extent, to a healthy extent, right? Not where you're living it and breathing it every day and you just looking for updates on what's going on in these people's lives all day. However, reality TV is supposed to look like somebody's reality that's watching it. And some people have gotten divorced. Some people have dealt with a crazy ex-husband. So some people are experiencing feelings of, mirrored vision, right? But I just think that also some people may be experiencing, hey, I was bullied and I can see it with this one person and I don't like it. And I think that it needs to change because I like this show. So it's a bunch of different scenarios on if I coulda, shoulda, woulda with this show, but all roads lead to delete, unsaved, do not pass go, do not add another season, because nothing is going to change. It's just not.
Mm-hmm. I think. Oh, should I say it? I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna go throw it out there.
There you go.
I'm just gonna go and say it out there. I think a lot of people are preying on the downfall of everybody except for one person. Anything that is brought up about the sky, it needs to be about, well, he cheating. You need to talk about that. Well, he getting sued. Why you ain't talking about that? And you this, that, and that. Why you ain't talking about that? We look at a lot of shows, right? This ain't the first reality TV show. Lord knows it ain't gonna be the last. Okay.
Right.
We know when there are open situations going on in open case, you're just not going to talk about it. Now, do I think that the Scots needs to be more transparent? Yes, I do.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't even gonna hold y'all. The Scots 2.0 need to be fired altogether. They have absolutely nothing going on, nothing talking about, nothing. I think that they need to be fired 2-3 seasons ago. They could have been gone. But I also feel that it looks like sometimes that it's more about showing how y'all doing bad, rather it's about y'all doing good. Even if they post something good, it has to be combated with, oh, you're a liar. Oh no, you're not really building anything. Oh no, let me call the people and tell you why you're a liar. It's like, so if they show you something, it's still wrong. They don't show you nothing, it's still wrong.
Right.
No, where's the leveling out when it comes to this cast and with the show?
I think they haven't. I think there's not enough weight on their side of the seesaw yet. That's what it is. They haven't put enough weight on their side of the seesaw. Yes, people are going to dive into what you're doing because, like you brought up a point of, no, let's not look into the court case. Yes, let's talk about the court case. Let's talk about those things because that's your reality. We can't continue to allow them to skate by, because if you don't talk about the court case, if you don't talk about your house almost getting, this renovation, this almost getting a divorce, and what are you talking about? You're talking about what you're talking about now. Absolutely nothing. So if you want people to stop talking about, and that goes all the way back to what I said before, if we want people to stop talking about Melody and Martell, these people need to share their real lives. They're not doing it. That's why the show there's such an imbalance. Maurice and Kimmy haven't shared not a goddamn thing.
Right.
Yes, Kimmy did the whole her cancer situation or whatever. Maurice embarrassed the hell out of her about her being a side chick and not defending her. We talked about his son moving and this, that, and the third. But have they really consistently contributed to the storylines of the story? No, they haven't. So that's where we got to keep it a buck and be truthful with it, where it's not just people Melody is just a saint, because I don't know if you have Twitter, friend, but nobody likes Melody on Twitter. Okay, Melody is public enemy number one. All right, so everybody is getting it on this show at this point equally. It may seem like more people love Melody because of YouTube, but on Twitter, on Facebook groups, they have whole hate groups for Melody. So it's just all about how everybody is managing it, right? Now, does she have more of a healthy fan base? Because I got to give it to homegirl. Her fans that love her, they got a little coin too, so they spending money. Okay, people have talked about Melody's business and went with Marceau's statement of, "Oh, she just over there selling T-shirts." I've seen comments in Facebook groups. Ain't nobody using that skincare stuff she got. It probably don't work. All of that same stuff they was doing to Stormy. But then you have a lot of people that were talking great about Stormy's products, but then they will be in her comments shading Melody's company. So all of these people are getting daggers left and right on this show, but you're also paid to be on TV to show your life, and you're up for scrutiny, all of you.
I agree. And let me say this, because, Rain said, highly disagree. The Scots don't show their real lives. I started off with my comment. That's literally how I started off my comment. by saying fire Scott's 2.0. And yes,
Mm-hmm.
1.0 can be more transparent. I literally started my comment that way. And
Mm-hmm.
I do, and I still stand on it. But I also stand on the side when it is given some type of their reality, it's still not good enough. It is what it is. I do feel like he needs to be more transparent about what they have going on, the woes, the ups, the downs, the good, the bad, the indifference, the all the things. But if I show you that I'm doing something, now I got to be called a liar. Now, do
Right,
I
but
be
show
lying
more
about
than one
stuff?
thing.
I do.
Yeah, show more than one thing. Yeah, show more than one thing. That's what I'm saying. It's that seesaw effect. You're not evening out the playing field. You're not. You show one little thing. I'm heavy over here. I'm sinking because I've shown so much. You do one little morsel. We not balancing out yet. I need
Mm-hmm.
more. I need more. I need you to put more into the story so this saw can balance out. We're not even. You can't just show me one little house project that you're doing, and then because I call, not no, not me at all, but because the fans calling and checking on your permits or whatever the hell these crazy ass people be doing. I
They be
done
doing
told y'all several
crazy
times,
stuff.
I ain't doing that.
Baby,
But
I ain't either.
but
Baby.
you also have to understand, Sean, that they be lying. Because we found out that it wasn't the fans of the show that was calling and checking on shit. It was the damn church people because they was parking in their parking lot. And they admitted that on the show. So it's like one minute y'all want to blame the fans and then you tell the truth and forget your lies.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. People, the bottom line is people are tired of being lied to on this show. They really are. Y'all are on here collecting a check and doing absolutely nothing. But yet we continue to tune in week after week to continue to see them doing absolutely nothing.
I tapped out. Mm-mm. I,
Yeah.
I tapped out because
Yeah, right.
I can't do it no more. I will
Right.
be honest though. I will say this. When it comes to this show, I do think that I just think it should go. Even if it ain't nothing but a pause for 2 years and they come back with the same scene. I do think that it is time for it to take a pause. I think it needs to regroup. I do
Mm-hmm.
think that it had gotten to the point to where it is so much mudslinging that if they continue to go forward, somebody is going to get the fight. It's going to be something that somebody can't pull back from.
Yeah.
And we ain't talking about the little scuffle they tried to do at Destiny's what you call it store. No, I'm talking about something more serious because
Right.
too much emotions is being evolved into the stuff.
Yeah.
So I do think that everybody needs to take a beat. Everybody need to take a beat. And I'm with Brittany. We the people, we sick of it. I'm on
We
the side
are.
of being sick of it. I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be fixed. I've said that. I do think that it's time for, and I also said this too. I think Carlos needs to take longer breaks.
I think Carlos needs to do the reunions after the season has actually ended so everybody can see all the bullshit that's been
Yeah,
going on. He's not running this show properly at all. And
yeah,
and I agree with D Herford. She said we are tired of being gaslit. That's exactly what it is. The audience is tired of being gaslit. It's just it's team too much at this point, in my opinion. I think that this show is just not being run efficiently. It's
yeah.
just kind of like, oh, they got so much drama. I'm just gonna leave it there and let it do what it do. And
Mhm.
that's not working out. We're not resolving anything. Everybody is at each other's throats. Nobody likes each
Yeah,
other. There
nobody like
always has
nobody.
to be something, within every reality TV show there's a moment of community where everybody ultimately resolves things and comes
Right.
back together. We haven't had that yet with this show because people genuinely don't like each other. They're not put in
Mhm.
situations where they have to resolve things, right? And then you have, again, Martell, the common denominator, constantly causing ruckus. and not good tea. It is rotten stank sewage that he's bringing on this show.
Yeah,
So that's my whole take on it. I'm over it. I think the show honestly would be better if Martell left,
I agree.
because that will force Melody to have, if you're going to stay on the show, it will force her to have relationships with other people that were
Mhm.
meaningful. It will force the Scotts to show their lives,
I
because
agree.
guess what? If you don't show shit, ain't nobody going to watch it. We're going to move on to the next thing.
And I do think it will bring it full circle
Yeah.
because as bad as Martell is also the clutch that everybody lean on to talk about, to deflect from everything.
He's
I don't
not
have
a
to
good
talk about
villain.
right. I don't have to talk about my personal business because let's talk about what Martell did to Melody. Or do you think
Right.
Martell really did this? And even with Melody, I ain't got to talk about what I'm really doing because let me tell y'all what Martell's still doing with me. You know,
Mhm.
so I
Yep.
do feel like if Martell leaves, it would have to bring it full circle. But again, let's go back. He as in Carlos King, should have got rid of him seasons ago.
Period.
Seasons ago, he should have gotten rid of this man. And here we are where this stuff has came to a head. It has bust wide open. And now you, Carlos King, how are you going to pull this back in?
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to fix the mess? And like you keep saying, who is the common denominator, which is Martell? How are you
Mm-hmm.
going to fix it? How are you going to pull it back? Baby, y'all done went so far out. We're going to have to bring a helicopter to let the ladder down to come and get y'all out the alley.
Right. Child, a mess.
That's where we at with the situation. I don't know. I just think, not really. Now she being messy.
Who said that?
I tell him, wink, wink. Carlos.
Oh, I didn't see that. Oh, you put it. He likes him. Wink, wink. Oh
Wink,
yeah.
wink.
Oh, I think so too. I definitely think so. I think that there's definitely, in my opinion, there's some inappropriate relationship going on with Martell and Carlos, because my
You
thing
think
is,
so?
I mean, I don't know if it's sexual. I mean, we joke about that. I don't know if it's sexual, emotional, or whatever. But for Carlos King to say what he said on, I lost a lot of respect for him on the reunion stage where when he said, "How do you not know whose peen was in your mouth?"
Who said
But
that?
Carlos said that on the reunion.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the show
Yeah.
last night. Okay.
Yeah, but the fact that you said that, that lets me know that you saw a picture. You saw it. In my opinion, he showed it to you. Because the way Martell loves to go and get documents and come back with absolutely nothing. The way he ran off to the car in the last episode to go get his phone to show absolutely nothing. He loves to run a mile to come back with no receipts. He does it all the time. He is just a showboating hoe. And the dog and pony show is over. Eat your kibbles and bits and get the hell on. We're done. We're done. So I'm over Martell. He's not entertaining. He's not, like I said, he's not even a good villain. Every show needs a good villain. I
Yeah.
think Marceau was a good villain. He's funny.
I think he's a good
He's
one too.
charismatic, right? We don't like him sometimes, a lot of times, but we can tolerate him. We can deal
Yeah.
with him. It's not disrespectful. You need to get the hell out of here type of shade. He goes just far enough to reel it back in. Martell goes to hell for real with everything, and he actually can go to hell with the stuff that he's doing, and that's it, and that's all.
Yeah. Well, I'm just gonna go and say rest in peace to Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Child, listen,
Y'all had a
that's
good
why.
run. Y'all did y'all thing. Honestly, I don't think it's going nowhere. I'm be honest. I don't think it's going to go anywhere because the mess is there, and I think he kind of likes it. He, as in Carlos, likes it, and I do think that's where my problem come in at with Carlos. You know,
Mm-hmm.
like you can't keep letting this be. What's the word I want to use? The existence of this show. Like this
Right.
cannot just keep being just this one thing and one thing only. You know,
Mm-hmm.
so
I agree. And
I don't know.
earlier we talked about Melody making connections with other friends. I mean, making reconnecting with the people on the show. I think we've
Mhm.
seen, you don't watch the show, but we've seen her do just that this season. Her
Mm,
and Tisha are getting along.
that's
Tisha is
good.
even agreeing with her in certain instances about certain things. They're connecting better. Melody and Kimmy are going to have a situation because Kimmy is mad that Melody is asking questions about Maurice and this DUI. Melody, her whole goal, I can see it this season, is to make them work. She's asking them about their lives and they don't like it. And that's the problem that I have with some of these people. We're tired of talking about Mel and Martell. But when Mel come and ask you questions about yourself, you offended, Kimmy. Your husband got a whole DUI, ma'am. It's not okay. And y'all the next day talking about some free my nigga Maurice. Yeah, and y'all and they thought it was funny too. But Mel brought up my grandmother was killed by a drunk driver. So I don't take lightly to that. That's not funny to me. Yes, I'm glad that he's okay. I'm glad that nobody else was hurt. But the moral of the story is you are a party animal and you in your damn 40s. Grow up, sir. Grow up. Why are you coming home at 3, 4 o'clock in the morning every day? And Kimmy has been allowed, she told all of y'all when the season started, don't talk about Maurice coming in the house late. And she admitted that on the reunion. She said, yeah, y'all said y'all didn't want to talk about the cheating scandal or whatever, but you ended up airing your own self out. I don't want to talk about that. But that's your reality, ma'am. Again, people not pulling their weight. That is the problem with this show. But listen, you're right. This show ain't gonna get canceled because it's so much damn drama going on with these people, and it ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop.
It ain't gonna stop.
Unfortunately.
Nope.
Unfortunately, I don't think it's gonna stop. But I think that show's bad. And we can end it with this. I
Yep.
think it shows bad professionalism on Carlos' side more than anything.
Oh yeah, he's a trash producer. He
I
doesn't
think
know what he's doing.
for me, that's where I have to draw the line at because I mean
Yeah, this is for this
this
to be
show really back in. You need to fix it.
somebody is shining a light on him that is he's getting so much grace with this because this show is the gift that keeps on giving to him, but he continuously self-sabotages it, and that is so insane. He must have the biggest golden box of grace sitting on his head that is just astronomically amazing because the fact that this show continues to give all that it gives and he continues to do everything he can to throw it to the shitter. I don't know, but
Yeah.
hey, we gotta, I don't know. Let's talk about RHOP, a show that actually is produced well. Shit.
Shout out to the corset. Shout out to Carlos King. Shout out to the ratings and all the things. I don't know, child. Good luck.
Yeah, peace be with you, Carlos. Keep doing
Good
whatever the
luck.
hell.
I hope that y'all can do what y'all need to do and fix it and do whatever.
Clearly.
Let's move on. Real Housewives of Potomac. This what you said go to first? I forgot.
Yeah, I think we should do Potomac, Married to Medicine, then Belle Collective. Because
Let me tell you,
we done went an hour and 14 minutes
we
about that
really
love
have.
trying
It happens with Real Housewives. I mean, with LAMH anyway. Uh, so
D said Potomac sucks. It's Mia sucks. Yeah, Potomac. Honestly, it wasn't really a whole lot going on this episode.
nothing.
The biggest piece that I really wanted to talk about was that last scene with Mia and the kids. But we should go through. First scene was with child. What's her name? And TJ.
Stacy.
Stacy and TJ. Stacy, TJ doesn't like you, baby. He does not like you. Stacy was like, well, the girls have told me that I should basically get a little and you won't give it to me. So would you be mad if I go and explore with someone else once I'm finally divorced? Because
Yeah.
she's at this point, she's fishing for him to give her a little bit of motion in the ocean. And
Show
he
me
said,
that you
well,
like
you
me,
decide.
sir. Show
Yeah, he
me
don't.
that you like me.
He doesn't like you, ma'am. Just let it go. Like, let it burn like Usher. He does not like you. And he said, well, honestly, if I'm not talking to you, I'm probably not going to talk to anybody that has a vagina. He didn't say that. But
Friend.
then he was complaining about her not talking to him at the event. But you were schmoozing with everybody. Like, you were
Right.
not upset that that lady was not talking to you. And sir, you know that she's filming a whole TV show. Why would she be sitting there up your tail and around the corner?
Right. She has to
Bye.
work. Like, she got to work. That's why y'all here. That's why you here. I think when it comes to TJ, I don't know what the man, I don't know what the man is. Okay. But I'll do say this, though. From a spiritual Christian side, let me say it from this side.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not mad at.
Oh, all right. We're going to lay hands and say a prayer on TJ chair.
Hallelujah. I'm not mad at him saying that, if we're not married, we don't need to have sex and woo, woo, woo. That is not my issue. I'm going to be honest. My issue comes in and with TJ is that you don't even act like you like her as a friend, let alone
No.
a boyfriend.
He's
That's
rude.
where I draw the line with Mr. TJ.
Yeah. He's
Hold
rude.
her hand, give her a kiss, give her a long hug, let her know that your temperature will rise when she walks in the room. I don't even, for her to tell me that they are best friends first and now they're moving into a relationship, I don't even get that y'all were best friends. Because even as friends with me and my female friends, I can hug you. I'll hug you. I'm going, lay all on you. We're going to sit like, we're going to do something that lets you know that we have a relationship and not even on nothing sexual. We
Right.
have a relationship. Y'all don't even have that.
TJ doesn't rise anywhere, okay, with Stacy. If you catch my drift, okay, that little wank don't even peek to the left when she come in the room, okay. Just Stacy, girl, move on, okay. Going on and just get you a little roll in the sack. Take somebody else to your little corner pad in DC and get your groove on. Okay, Stella, get your groove back and don't put that man on camera. Okay, because you are, the reality with this thing with Stacy is you are getting a divorce, man.
Yeah.
And you're on national TV toting this man around.
Wow.
So what you don't understand is you think that this is going to be amicable with this divorce, but you are giving real live footage on national TV of why this man should take you for more money.
Yeah.
Because you are technically still married and courting somebody else. And even though you're saying he has a woman, he's not on TV so showing his woman. So it's your word against his. You on TV showing TJ.
Parading this man around everywhere.
Exactly. So TJ actually is helping you out by giving you the stiff armed Heisman and telling you, listen, lady, no, don't touch me. I don't like that. Ew. He's doing all of that to help you, but also because he don't like you, girl. But move on.
I don't think the liking is there, but
no.
Whatever.
So then we talk about, so Giselle is sitting with her girls and they're talking about this will with the dad and how they ain't gonna get no money. All right, Giselle, girl. Okay, girl. I hope you get your coins, baby girl. Moving on. We do not care.
Right on along. I don't think there needed to be a scene. I'm gonna be honest.
It didn't.
I don't, and
didn't.
that's insensitive because that's a real thing. But I don't know if it was scene worthy.
No, it wasn't. It absolutely wasn't.
I don't know if it was scene worthy. I think that was something that they could have just left to the side and been done with it.
Giselle ain't got nothing going on, so anything that's filmed with her girls because everybody likes the girls. Girl, do some work, Giselle. We love the girls; they're gorgeous, great. Do something else. Do something else. So the next thing we have Wendy and her mom. Okay, they go to this cute little corner restaurant somewhere with her sister in tow, and Wendy got to tell her mama that she done quit her job, child. And the mama is so upset. She like, well, what am I gonna tell my friends that you're doing now? Like, cause it's just so frowned upon that my daughter is on TV and she's doing a podcast and she's, a political commentator. I'm like, I'm pretty sure your mother has a lot to be proud of to say
Correct.
that you're doing versus, oh, my daughter's a professor.
And she's on TV. Been on
Yeah.
TV for a couple of seasons now.
Yeah.
In one side, I was like, maybe she looked at this as if this don't work out, you still have
Right.
something to fall back on. So
Right.
maybe that's where mama coming from, but at the same time, she didn't go and marry a Glendale. She
Right.
married a lawyer
Period.
with a successful weed business on the side.
Mm-hmm.
Very successful.
Right.
So to me, I didn't get the mama's outrage or her fake outrage anyway that came with it because she's doing well off. If she's able to give you a stipend, she's doing well.
Right. Your mama giving your daughter giving you $500 a month. Like, what? Wait, was it 500 or was it?
I think
How
it was
much? Yeah,
$500.
$500 a month. Like, girl, sit down somewhere.
Yeah.
And Wendy, you are a grown lady, okay? You have got to live your life. You got your own children that you birthed out of your canal, okay? You ain't got to listen. Your mama, you ain't asking your mother for nothing. So where your occupation is, it should not matter to her.
Mm-hmm.
And it shouldn't matter to you what your mother thinks at this point. I get it out of respect, because apparently Nigerians are only allowed to be doctors and lawyers and save lives.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but girl, you could be saving somebody's life by showing your life on TV. You never know.
Yeah, I agree.
Moving on, Giselle and Ashley go to some speed dating, child. Giselle finds her a man that looked just like a cross between the Pastor Peen and Rock Creek Park other guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Who?
Sherman.
Yes.
Yep.
So yeah, she finds a guy that's a cross between the two of them. I think the guy, his name is Nasami, something like that. NSSAME. I know, I see the name. But anyway, he 42. He's still younger than her. Yep. I don't know how half of these men was in here. Why is Giselle speed dating with a 30-year-old? Girl, no. Get out of here. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200.
I don't think the speed dating went well for Giselle. I think it went good for Ashley. Ashley's more likable. She's more, and I don't even like Ashley. Let me start there.
Yeah.
But I think with Ashley is able to be more likable. I think she's more open. She don't mind talking. She do have that pageant girl mentality because she did it. So she know how to talk, keep a conversation going. Giselle is so much older in age that she almost stuck in her ways.
Right.
To the point to where it's like, why am I here? Like, you can tell it was for TV.
Absolutely.
In a million years that Giselle would have signed up to do nobody's speed dating.
Absolutely not. I was shocked.
Definitely for TV.
Yeah, and I actually would have liked to see Giselle on a date with the Nasame or whatever his name is guy versus Ashley in the date. But even though it was a cute little date. But I'm like, Ashley, are you really going to get a divorce? Are you on here wasting this young man's time, girl?
Right. And then he's 30.
Right. Yeah.
Well, actually,
he's 35. So they only 5 years apart. But I mean, and he did seem very mature. Him sharing, I did not know anything about thyroid cancer. Child, he opened my eyes up to some stuff.
Yeah.
But he seemed very mature. I loved the little lip locking session. Ashley got a little game to her. She was like, whoever wins get a smooch. I'm like, girl, somebody gonna win, so y'all just gonna be kissing. Like, girl, you trying to take him back to the penthouse, girl? What? But that was a cute little scene with Ashley. What are your thoughts on that scene with Karen and Ray?
You know what? This is the first time that I think Karen did not deflect. Because Karen do like to give the illusion of her and Ray are living happily ever after, and there's no. I like the fact that she gave us something without giving us details. I'm not mad at that. I like the fact that she was like, you know what? I'm mad at you. I feel like you ain't checking for me, whatever, whatever, whatever. Even though we've seen them have like little sessions, but it was just 5 seconds and they moved on. We never got the nitty gritty of what's going on. So I like the conversation. I think this was the first time I kind of seen Karen be a little more transparent.
Yeah.
And kind of told how she was really feeling.
Oh man, I totally disagree. I think this was a whole deflection. I think this was an entire deflection. I think that Karen was sitting up here trying to I think Karen is utilizing this TV show to help her case. Like she's trying to give all these examples up. She building a case. Like with the last week, it was the week before last, it was the cousin, then her daughter. Now it's Ray. Like, oh, I'm so sad. Woe is me. My parents, my husband don't love me. Oh Lord, this is why I had too many Chardonnays and drove. No, Karen, you were irresponsible. Okay. That's what it was.
I'm not mad at that. I can take that. I think that's good. I'm not mad at that at all.
Yeah, Karen, in my opinion, is totally deflecting, but it's totally entertaining to watch. Nevertheless, yeah, I agree.
Karen is definitely holding this show on her back.
Yeah.
It's Karen.
Yeah, she pulling her weight, but girl, you bullshitting. Moving on, Mia goes to.
I tried to help you, Karen. I tried.
Yeah, Karen, we love you, but girl, you're lying. Moving on, Mia goes to meet with Kiana. In her open arms shirt, and she had open arms in a conversation with Mia to talk about Gordon and his mental health issues and how Gordon is just really ruining her life and how she just really want to move on and hump on Ink's dick as much as she wants to without being attached to Gordon. Mia, stop it. Stop it, Mia. Mia, you have made your bed. Now you must lie in it. You took that lady husband and you've been using his money for 15 years, child. Now that the well done run dry and you living in an apartment in a Section 8 building, you mad as hell and you want to get detached from him and go bounce on Ink's dick freely without being attached to Gordon. And you, ma'am, have you screwed the pooch. You screwed yourself, okay? I don't feel sorry for you.
I agree. And I said that when I did mine on TikTok. I was like, you want us to feel sorry for you because you can't handle your two menses. I don't feel sorry for you, ma'am.
Yeah.
You're using this man to exploit his mental illness. All storyline.
Yep.
Then you have Ink who happened in and out of town just to be on TV, but he's the real guy. Like, come on. I'm sorry. You can't make me believe that this is the right guy. I don't know. I'm side-eye Ink. That's just how I feel about it. I don't trust nobody, especially no man who's willing to be in the shadows for 20 plus years.
Let me tell you something. Mia needs to stop. That man, Gordon has his wits about him, okay? I don't doubt it for a second. Ain't nothing wrong with that man, okay? He was going along with her story because they was broke or going broke. So he was going along with it to keep her on the show. And Mia is nothing but a to-be actress, okay? You are a to-be actress because all of this is giving very much fake. Because my thing is, and we can move into the last scene with the children. Why are you talking to your kids about a divorce?
Yeah.
And that was so random how she brought that up. And I could see that little boy. She is using that little boy as a story left and right.
Yeah.
I just saw his little spirits just crushed when she said that they were getting a divorce. I'm like, why would you do that? First of all, you on camera having this conversation with your kid for it seems like the first time. That was very irresponsible of her as a mother. And I just thought that was so trashy to me. She
But you
should
know
have
what,
had a
babe?
counselor. She should have sat down with a family counselor. Or if you want to have Kiara to come in the scene for that, utilize their company to do that. That's
Right.
what you should have done. That's what you should have gained their support for. Because that was so random and full of shit how she did that with them kids.
You know what I think it was? She thought that there was gonna be Team Ink and they won.
Exactly.
That's what she thought. I'm willing to believe $2. That's all I'm giving y'all. That she thought that them kids were going to be like, oh, we love you, Ink. I would love him to be my new daddy. She was
Exactly.
looking for that, and it was like, we don't want that man. We don't want that.
No, they
He
don't.
really going on about his business and let daddy move back into the house and go back to what we were doing.
Exactly. Exactly. Why am I going to this? I'm like, that's their father.
Yep.
Do you think that because Ink is young and cool and a new thing, he's not a toy? Like their father is not a toy. You
She
thought that
really
Ink was something new and shiny, and that now all of a sudden they're gonna be like, "Oh, I wish that was my daddy instead." No, they love their father. And Mia, he has been the main caretaker of those kids. So what the hell are you talking about?
Thank you.
Then you got kids and grown folks conversations inappropriately, because then the little girl saying to Gordon, and I'm pretty sure Gordon has talked about Ink in front of the children. Both of them are being irresponsible where it comes to these kids and turning each other against whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So the little girl was like, I don't want Ink to marry mommy.
Mm-hmm.
And she said it off the mic, but they, I guess, read her lips or whatever, because you couldn't really hear her saying it.
Mm-hmm.
So it felt really genuine, but my heart broke for those kids, because I was just like, these are two very irresponsible adults right here. And Mia, you are doing anything to get good TV, and this is not good TV for me, railroading your children like this. Very
even all the way down to the point to where you was like, oh, we're gonna get a DNA test. Why?
Yeah.
If you so for sure that you know without a shadow of a doubt that there's no way possible that Ink can be Jeremiah's dad, why are we wasting money?
Why?
Wasting time, wasting money, and like, oh, I want to ease his mind. He know that's not his child.
He know damn well that ain't his kid. And by the way, why we just now doing this? You've been fucking this man the entire time you've been married to him. So why all of a sudden? You know what? I want to know now. No, y'all full of shit. That's what y'all are.
Like, I don't know. I think I asked this question: is Mia declassing the show?
Child.
And let me say this, because I'm gonna have to have a love-hate relationship with Mia. I think if Mia wasn't being as openly and maybe too open, I don't know what the season would look like. I do feel like Mia is being the topic of discussion outside of Karen.
But
because
she openly
is bringing anything.
She openly lying though. She is openly lying and bullshitting us. I'm like, girl, what? Girl, get out of here.
Right.
Look at this. You're getting you're tap dancing on my nerves now. I'm sick of it.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it was entertaining last season when it was like, oh shit, she got a boyfriend too. But now it's given very manufactured. You're not being true. You're not being real. It's not. Yeah. It's very fake. Like if you and Gordon are okay with, him, if he's okay with you having a boyfriend, live that. Don't 1 minute Gordon okay with it and 1 minute he's not, and it's given fake to me. Mm-hmm. If he's not okay with it, live that it's not okay. Be real.
Yeah. And it was the conversation. Oh, the girls saying that I need to create some boundaries, and the girls are saying this. I feel like if any boundaries need to be set, I think it need to be with her and Ink, and not her and Gordon, because I don't think Ink need to be around them kids as much as he is, because y'all not divorced.
Right.
Y'all ain't divorced. So
Exactly.
the fact that you keep bringing, and then you want the kids to pick any, and they like, girl, we don't want that man. Tell him going on about his business and back wherever he came from. Let him
Exactly.
go on and go back. So I do think that if the boundary's gonna be set, let it be over there on that side till you figure this out. Mia's also giving me that you're playing games, because if you're so over Gordon, he ain't got no money and you paying all the bills, girl, what's taking so long for the divorce? Let you
Girl,
pay the bill, you footing the bill for everything, right?
be done with him.
Wipe your hands and we gonna move
Yeah.
on.
This is screen time for Ink. Ink want to be on TV, and Mia thought she was big pimping, spending D's, okay, spending on dicks, several of them, and you thought it was cute that you was over here humping on Colonel Sanders and his little brother, okay. That's what you thought was cute. It's not. It's not. And Gordon is having buyer's remorse, serious buyer's remorse, because
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he probably calling his other children's mama and saying, "God damn it, I messed up."
I messed up. I
Matter of
messed
fact,
up.
can I come stay in the study? Like, please, I would love to come back home. But Gordon, you messed yourself. It is
Pacino
what it is.
says, question, is Mia carrying the show? You want to answer that,
Carrying,
Maria?
carrying it right to trash day on Friday. That's what she doing. Carrying it right on the trash day. That's what she's doing. You know what I need for this show? I need for people to pull their weight. I need for Ashley to stop lying about getting a damn divorce, because
Yep.
your ass ain't getting no damn divorce. Okay. I need for Giselle to actually go on a date with somebody. I need her to bring her sister on the show, her family. If you want to talk about your dad that is, God rest his soul, no longer here, let's get the people that's alive, that's a part of your life, on the show. The girls is at school. Okay. They's living their life. Girl, do something. Cause this whole redemption season of you being that, the whole producer life is over for you. You need to produce a story of your own this season.
Correct. I
Yeah.
agree. I'm gonna answer this question by saying it like this. I think it goes both ways. And that's why I brought up the love hate relationship. I don't, if
Mm-hmm.
Mia wasn't having all of these shenanigans, I don't know what this season would look like. And I'm
Yeah.
just gonna be honest. I don't know what the season will look like.
Yeah.
So half of it is yes, she's kind of carrying the show with her shenanigans, because Mia is the topic of discussion. Whether it's a lie, the truth,
Yeah.
or somewhat in between, we're talking about her, right? We're dragging her, but we're talking about her. And like we
Yeah.
said, ain't nobody talking about nothing.
And
So
we need to dive deeper into Jazzy, or whatever her name is, and this whole situation with her dates that are completely off with this fiance, boyfriend, whatever the hell he is, that got two damn children in the midst of y'all supposed relationship. Girl, what?
and that's funny.
Where is that?
Since the interview happened, baby, she hasn't been back on the show.
See,
Y'all check those T's.
she was on the last episode at the birthday party, but she ain't really talk about, she wasn't really talking, she was just
She
in the
was
background.
barely seen.
Huh?
We saw her in passing.
Yeah, she wasn't, she, that's what I was saying, she ain't say nothing. So child.
Yeah, I think I wonder if Jasmine will come back for next season, because I do feel like she'll make for a good storyline.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe if they are cutting her out, maybe they cutting her out in a good way. So if they bring her back, she'll have something to talk about for next season. I don't know. I'm just throwing stuff at the wall and see what's good. Y'all tell me. I don't know.
Somebody D Herfer says they need to bring on Jesse's fiance baby mama. I wish they would, but she doesn't live, I think she lives in Kansas City or something like that. She don't live in the area.
Oh.
So yeah, if y'all, shout out to Color Me Pink, because I'm not a hater. Shout out to Color Me Pink. She did an interview with the baby mama, and she pretty much cleared up a lot of stuff. So yeah, that was a very good interview.
I'm about to go and check it out. I didn't even
Yeah.
finish out before with her and Carlos, because I kind of
Yeah.
felt like it wasn't no point of watching it. simply because the baby mama had already told, even from the stuff that he on social media, it's like, girl, you caught with your hand in the bag.
In the baby cookie jar.
So there's nothing, in my opinion, that you can come and say that'll have me like, oh, the baby mama left this out. You know, girl, you got to come with your hand in the bag. So I don't know.
But let's mosey on down the road to the medicine. Okay. We have Quad gold digging her ass off. Okay. Let me say this. I ain't no hater. I'm so glad that Quad has found a Quad's got a man under her wig. I'm glad that she has a man now. I'm so glad. But it's just very painstaking to see that what really gets her motor going. Like, this man it's only been a year. Y'all done went to Paris 3 times. Amazing. That's great. He got you a damn used Rolls Royce because you said he got a Toro type of business. So the car, somebody drove it before you. I'm pretty sure. Then you get some luggage, a fucking carry-on. I need to, if we going to Paris, I need a bigger bag than this. But this here $4,000 for a little carry-on, baby. Now, that's a lot of money. I appreciate you. But you said that I needed some new luggage. Where am I going with this? I'm going to put my underwear and my makeup and my wig in there, and it's stuffed. Okay, have you seen Quad? How she dressed? Where we going? This a road trip. Overnight. That's what this is. This overnight bag. That's exactly what this is. But I just feel like he seems like a nice guy, but my intuition is I hate that it's never wrong. Something ain't right with this. Something ain't right. Because you're gassing it up just a little too much. And it's only been a year. It's only been a year, baby. And you talking about now you want to have a baby and all this, that, and the third, when I get it. Quad should not have. I'm so glad she didn't have no kids with Dr. G. They should not have procreated. None whatsoever. But Quad, girl, you city girling it up, baby.
You know what? I feel the same way. I'm like, okay, Quad, you're really excited about everything, but what you need to be excited for.
Exactly.
Is you talking about what's in here? Some rocks, but not the rocks you want. So
right.
I want marriage, but
you peeped that, right?
Dear friend, we here. We see.
I saw that. I was like, oh, wait a minute. But you're talking about a baby? He wasn't really diving into that conversation very much.
Thank you. You're ready to bring a baby into the world, and y'all haven't even solidified if you want to get married or not. Baby, that doesn't make no kind of sense.
Right.
And Quad strikes me as the type of person, I'm not about to bring a baby in the world unless I'm married. I do still feel like she's very traditional in that way. Yep. So the fact that she's letting the bling and all the other stuff like cloud, I think who she is alarming to me. I do feel like that's kind of alarming. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's a shiny toy to her still. Yep. And I don't think that she has. Yeah, she hasn't peeled back the layers yet. Yeah. And I really pray that this man doesn't disappoint her. But I think that I really think that there's some layers there that we just are. When he made that comment about the rock, when they talked about the rocks or whatever, he's like, not the rock you want. I was like,
an eye opener for her.
I said red flag number 1.
Sure was. There should have been an eye opener, but because he came with a used Rolls Royce, with a bow on it that he was ready to take back to his lot, girl, you ain't ready to keep it in the driveway.
Child, and his voice already soft. It got even softer when she was talking about some, yeah, and I got my eggs tested and we got to do, this. And he was like, giving her the, oh,
Yeah,
well,
I
we've been
think,
to Paris and we've been to Paris 3 times. And he changing the subject. I'm like, okay, baby, he is not tripping off you, baby girl. But okay, girl.
and that's what, and I was like, not be trying to be all, materialistic, but I'm like,
Yeah.
baby, it is the carry-on. Where is the luggage? You can't
That's
talk
what,
about my
right.
luggage and bring me a carry-on.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'm like, girl, what is you putting in that? That ain't nothing. That ain't but nothing but a little overnight bag, and you still need more than that. Cause you
And
probably
I
gonna bring
just
about
feel
10
like
pair of shoes.
I'm not the type of person to wear, because I've been in the Louis store and I've seen the big luggage. Like, this stuff is expensive.
Yeah,
And for me, for something to be thrown around, if we ain't getting on private jets to where I know
yeah,
somebody's picking up my luggage and placing it somewhere, baby, there's no point of paying that type of money for something that the people finna go and throw this mug up in the airplane. Like, they're finna throw it. They don't care about it being Louis, Tui, or Tati. They don't care.
So Flora Mercury said Quad is pregnant for real. It's been officially announced. Oh.
On what?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? Funky Geneva slipped up and said it on one
Shut
of his
up.
lives. Yeah, I remember him saying that. So she probably
No.
yeah, she probably put it out there at some point.
No.
Yeah, so child, Sweet Tea gonna have a fit. She already was upset that her damn sister. I think it's that's a hard pill to swallow. Your twin sister is pregnant and you want to experience that too. And it's like, and I kind of felt for her in that moment because Sweet Tea, she's really been trying and she can't, she's having those health complications. But it's like you want to be happy for your sister, but you want to, be happy for yourself too. You want to have that moment. So it's tough. I feel bad for her.
I think for me, when it comes to her, I think they want it too bad. Honestly, I
Yeah.
think when they pull back from it and just relax and just let it happen naturally, or just go with the flow, then it may open up and feel. But if you're thinking about it day in, day out, it's getting to the point to where sex is not going to be enjoyable. It's going to be a job.
Yeah.
Come on, oh, it's 9 o'clock. It's time. Let's do it. It's
Yeah.
12 o'clock. Come on, let's do it.
But you know what? I've been saying this since she came on the show and I found out that she had health issues. My heart goes out to her. But baby girl, you shouldn't have been trailing through DMs talking about putting, doing baby emojis and all this, that, and the third. And I feel like she knew she had complications. So you
I
you
agree.
you sold this man a dream.
I
And
agree.
that, I feel that is very disheartening, and she has to take accountability for that. I think somebody needs to bring that up. Like, girl, did you know that you had these issues before you were sending these DMs?
But I don't think nobody would say anything because it's a touchy subject. Let's just be for
It
real.
is.
It's a
Yeah.
touchy subject. So even if you do say something, it's going to be looked at as, oh my God, how dare you say something about my situation? I feel like it'll always be turned into something else. So I can
Yeah.
see why nobody is bringing that part up.
Yeah, it's a touchy subject, but it's definitely real that it I'm sorry that she's going through this stuff, and I really pray that she has a baby. But you sold this man a dream. You did.
Yeah.
You led with that. You didn't go in saying, "Oh my God, I just adore you. I think you are so amazing as a guy. I think you're
Yep.
handsome." You led with, "So when we gonna get these kids popping? Because
I'm
I'm a whole factory over here. I'm young
Yeah.
and ready for young, dumb, and ready for come." Okay,
Mm-hmm.
that's what she was over there selling.
Yeah.
But you
I
ain't
agree.
cashing out, and it's unfortunate.
I do think that at the age that she's at, of course, she's had multiple um pap smears, multiple doctor's appointments. I'm sure as bad as she was saying it was, I'm sure you have had some emergency visits. So you knew this stuff was going on. So I again, I hate it for her, but I do think I don't think it'll be a conversation had on TV. I just
Right.
I don't think it'll be a conversation had, because I think it will be taken as, you know, the people are insensitive, leave it alone. She's going through a tough situation, which she is. She's going through one. But I do think that, like you said, friend, I wish she wouldn't have led with that.
Yeah, D Herfer brings up a good point. She says she's young. Why wouldn't she think she could easily get pregnant? And she also says before that, she didn't know she had. Someone says, was it D? She didn't know she was having fertility issues. I
I can't
don't.
find that one.
I don't agree. Unfortunately, I think that she knew, because I think she also talked about having PCOS, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a huge side effect of PCOS.
Yeah.
So, I know because one of my cousins suffers from it, and she's tried everything that basically they she's done everything but become vegan, which is one of the things that they say is
Mm-hmm.
a remedy for it. And
Yeah.
not vegan where you eating those fake meat patties and stuff, like vegan, like all you eating is literal fruits and vegetables and herbs and all that good
Right,
stuff.
right. I couldn't find it coming, but I agree. I think she knew too, because people who have fibroids, you bleed heavy.
Hmm.
You bleed super heavy. I was just told about somebody, they just found out that they have it, and she went because she soaked through so many. We all women, but I won't get into
Yeah,
traffic. That when she went to the doctor, they was like, "Oh, you have fibroids." So she may not knew the extent of what she had going on until she went and got a specialist and all those things, and they probably told
right.
her, "Hey, you actually got some more situations going on." But my sister
Yeah.
had it.
Yeah, and it could very well, it could very well be true that she didn't know. I will give you that. I don't know, and I think that is, my heart goes out to her for that, honestly, because I thought that it was going to be a challenge for me, and God blessed me with my son, and I haven't had any instances where I've gotten pregnant again, and I'm married, and I'll take precautions, and it's been 8 years, so I just think that you know addressing the fibroids or whatever. A friend of mine, she was doing the same thing, having extremely heavy periods and going straight through overnight, pads and a tampon and pad at the same time, like within 3 hours at a time. It was
Mm.
a lot. And when she went to go get checked out, that was the first thing, one of the things that they told her with the fibroids, that it could be, they asked her, are you trying to get pregnant? This could cause a problem. So
Mm.
everybody's diagnosis is different, right? And she, thank God my friend has one kid.
Yeah.
So,
My sister
I
had
try
one too.
to,
She had
I
fibroids.
tell her, listen, let's be thankful to God that you have,
A
your
baby.
child,
Mhm.
because this could be happening and you don't have any children,
Yeah.
So again, my heart goes out to her, and I pray that they are on one accord and ready to do it, because Greg sat there saying he giving it 2 years and he good.
It hurt her feelings. And
Yeah,
I will tell you why I don't think that Sweet Tea feelings should be hurt. Is because you know that you've dating and married now, at this point, married somebody that is 20 plus years your elder.
girl, right.
Why would you be mad that he say, okay, if you're not pregnant in 2 years and I'll be 66, let's just say this. I don't know how old Dr. G is, but
Hmm.
he's like, baby, I'll be 55, I'll be 60. I don't want to be 90 years old going to my child's high school graduation.
Yeah,
You married a older, your daddy and your husband are a year or whatever apart when they brought it up last year. Like,
exactly.
your tears, I don't have sympathy for your tears. You're dating a man that is the same age as your father.
Right.
I'm
Sweet
confusion. What do you
she is
want me
living
to say?
she is living in total la la land.
Yeah.
Now, scientifically and literally, he can have supposedly men can have children up until
All
they're
the way up.
75 years old.
Mm-hmm.
However, in my opinion, this is strictly my opinion, I believe it is totally irresponsible to have children that late in life.
Yeah,
Period.
I
I
agree.
think that she is setting herself up to be a single mother.
Wow.
Like, he's not going to be able to physically participate in the way, and that's just going to cause turmoil in their relationship, because she's going to have expectations of him to be the father running around with the kid. And it's like, girl, did you not forget that you married granddaddy?
Like literally.
Like, girl, what? You've lost your freaking mind. So it's like, her expectations are just out of this world, for real. I mean,
I
it's not like you married somebody. She's 35 years old, I think, or 36 or 37. I can't. I know she's in her mid 30s,
mm-hmm.
but you ain't married nobody your age. That is, you have a little more time to try. You married a old fart.
That's the part I don't understand. That's why I was like, I want to literally be empathetic with her. I really do. And let me say this, I hate that she's going through that. I want every woman to experience child birth and being able to carry. So that's not where my issue comes in. And with her, mine is more of, I don't think she's being realistic in
Mm-hmm.
what she's asking for. I want her to have a baby because I can tell that that's something that she genuinely wants. I think that's the one thing that I feel like she's not lying about.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell you why I say that, because she talks about Quad so much and how Quad looks for stability and Quad looks all like this. But baby, what you looking for? Because you
Right.
literally sit your womb through a DM.
Child.
I'm confusion.
Mm.
Would you have had this surgery done if you wasn't with the likes of a Dr. G who had money and good insurance? I'm just asking a question.
Girl, let her tell us she genuinely loves older guys. So I think that is all, has always been a factor, that she needed to consider, that they're older, and that sometimes people may, and they may have had children her age, around her age or whatever, with the age group that she was looking to be dating. So, child,
Yeah,
unbelievable.
I don't know. I just feel like, especially when it comes down to her coming out the Quad, I'm like, I really want you to stop doing this. And I didn't even know
Yeah.
Quad. I'm just gonna say this. I'm not even a Quad fan. However, she cannot be the topic of your conversation every time
No. Oh
the
my
woman
God.
is
She
come by.
hates on her so bad. Quad is not thinking about you, baby girl. She does not want, she divorced Dr. G. She does not want him.
Thank
She does
you.
not want his squeaky ass voice to have itself. Don't nobody care about him, girl. Let it burn.
Right.
Move on.
You can't. And here's my thing with Sweet Tea. Sweet Tea make it seem as if she found and had a organic interaction with this man. Like, we're gonna forever read you for sitting your womb through a DM, ma'am. You did
Yeah.
not have an, or you didn't meet him at the Whole Foods. You did not meet him walking your dog.
Yeah.
You met him by saying, "Hey, I'm hot, I'm ready. Come on and fill me up." That's what you
Child.
said to this man.
I just, even though she started off like that, I still, now that we've gotten to know her, I do feel like Sweet Tea is a genuine person on the show. I love her. She's not scared. She ain't never scared. I loved her ever since she told Dr. Jack. What she say to Dr. Jackie? Told her shut up bitch or something. I don't know what she said, but she gave it to Dr. Jackie. But I think that she did marry Dr. G for the benefits. I definitely believe
I
that.
agree. That's
um
how I feel.
yeah, and I think she genuinely loves him, and I pray that she does get pregnant and have a baby, because
I
I
do.
think that any woman that wants to experience that and is loving and kind and caring, because she does seem to be loving and kind and caring to Dr. G, and for you to be like that with a man that is as atrocious as he is, the way he treated Quad, child. I hope she gets all her heart's desires, baby girl.
I'm gonna say this when it comes to Sweet Tea. I don't necessarily feel that I think that she's genuine. I'm gonna be honest. I don't
Really? Okay.
mm-mm. I
Okay.
don't pick it up from her at all. I think the only thing that she is genuine about, and which I said, is her wanting to be pregnant because she see her sister having it, her friends around her. I think that's the only thing she's genuine about. And I will be honest. Everything else, she's a fan, she's a fan, she's a fan.
Mm-hmm.
And this is how I feel about it. I don't think nothing else is genuine. You giving me fan.
I think she's a
You're
fan
fan
girl. She's a fangirl of Quad too, because when
yeah.
Quad, even though Quad crashed her bridal shower, her bridal party, which or bachelorette party rather, even mind you, I have my thoughts about her coming to the bachelorette party. I think that was just a way to just introduce her because they Funky Geneva revealed that Quad had just finished her contract, so she needed to start filming, and that was the first scene. Even though some people say that it was inappropriate for her to come or whatever the case may be, but I don't think she was like, oh, I really want to come to this girl's bachelorette party. But when Quad came, Sweet Tea was like in awe of her.
Yeah.
I was like, girl, what? Like, are you, how many, have you watched the show from inception? And this was your goal to get this man? Like, unbelievable. But I mean, Sweet Tea still has her own job. She worked for the government. She doing her own thing, but she wants the access to the money. Okay, she doing her thing. So, child, Sweet Tea, go on with your life, girl.
I don't, because I'm seeing in the comments where people was like, no, Quad is thinking about her. I don't think Quad is thinking about her. I don't think
I
Quad even give two flat foots about her or Dr. G. This is my opinion. I think what we're seeing is because she's on the show, they're gonna talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Right.
But the fact that I'm wondering what they're doing. No, that's what Sweet Tea is doing. Sweet Tea spent her whole YouTube talking about not whole, but she talking about Quad. Why?
Girl.
Why are you talking about Quad? And she over here telling people that if she wants him, she can get Dr. G back. And I'm glad she done got a man. And I'm glad. Why does it matter to you? If you won, you got the man. Move on. Why does it matter? And why are you spending your spare time talking about her? The reality of it is, baby, you came on her show. You wanted to be with her friends. It's not the other way around.
Mm-hmm.
You a fan, you a fan, you a fan.
Period.
Sweet Tea. Especially how she's coming in so hot. That's why I don't get genuine from her. I get that she's looking for a moment. I get that she's trying to find a way to be that girl, but you're not.
Oh no, baby.
You think you're winning because you got him and you're promising him babies. That's the only leg up that you have on Quad, is that you're willing to give him babies, and she wasn't. That's it.
But what does that say about Dr. G, that you just picked the thirstiest person in your chats that said, I'm gonna give you a baby? So like, Sweet Tea could have been anybody. Sweet Tea could have been Minerva. Like, somebody else could have been like, hey, I'm gonna give you a baby. Another girl, hey, I'm gonna give you a baby too. So now let's have a game show of who wants to have Dr. G's baby. Like, a mess, a whole entire mess. But child, moving on.
Yeah.
What else was happening? Toya embarrassing her son, talking about puberty. I don't know why we had to do all that. Moving on. Dr. Simone and Cecil cleaning up their son's apartment. Child, if you don't send a cleaning crew over there,
thank you.
Why y'all coming in?
Thank you.
Y'all coming in OSHA's finest suits to clean up these young men's apartment.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's like it's not enough that you bought them a whole condo. Now you got to come and clean it up. Cecil is Mr. Mom for real, for real.
Really is. He let them boys get away with everything.
Every goddamn thing. Okay.
Yeah.
But what I really wanted to talk about in this scene is Simone has a problem with the fact that she needs to apologize to Quad. And I'm just like, Simone, I get it. I'm on both sides with it. I think that Quad has been skating by on the seasons. She hasn't talked about anything really. She doesn't, she only comes around the group when it's convenient for her. She doesn't like any of them. She only was hanging out with Dr. Heavenly sparingly. And even Dr. Heavenly said that she's not consistent, right? But she loves Quad so much. So, she just kind of deals with her wayward ways. Quad doesn't apologize for her lack of connectivity with the other women. But however, I don't, despite all of that, it was very, very messed up for y'all to have that girl come all the way to
I agree.
California and do some bullshit and send her home. So for that, y'all do need to
You
apologize to
owe
her.
her an apology.
And
I am
furthermore, I will
100%
say
with
this because I really want to hear your take on this too. I believe that also Quad does get mad. She'll be cool with everybody and then see a Twitter post or something. I'm like, girl, you have already lived through the season.
you.
You apologized and moved on. Stop.
Yep.
Quad's ego is just bigger than her wigs. It's too much. Like, girl, let it go. If you let it go, let it go.
Yep.
Don't rewatch it and get re-mad. Like,
Yep.
you gotta grow up. And that's the problem that I have with Quad. What are your thoughts?
I agree with you. I do think that an apology is owed. Point blank, period, the end. We didn't even got to go into details because it's just common knowledge and it just makes sense. At the same
Yeah.
time, I also feel like I agree with everything you said. Quad gonna have to let it go. Quad
Yeah.
can't be this big bad wolf one day and then you crying in the next scene the next day. Either you gonna be that deep or you gonna be the crybaby. I'm gonna need you to pick which one you gonna do.
Right.
And I do think that Quad sometimes play her own self over because you can't want them to be engaging and open arms and y'all be forgetting about me, but you're not letting them in.
Right.
Now I get not showing the boyfriend because maybe you trying to make sure he on the up and up before I introduce him to the world. But
Right.
you don't invite them out for drinks. That y'all don't go and eat a piece of sandwich or nothing. Y'all
Yeah.
ain't hanging out at the house. Y'all not going to the movies. You're not inviting them to the parties that you're being invited to. So I feel like she want to have it both ways, and you can't
Yeah.
have it both ways. You have
Right.
to pick which one you want.
Yeah. Pick a lane and stay in it, girl.
Yeah.
Like, and then like, I just really, I think that she's milking it too with this whole apology situation. Like, girl, you have given team absolutely nothing for several seasons. So maybe you should apologize for collecting a check and doing nothing to earn it.
So,
So
girl, it's my opinion says I don't think they owe her anything. They invited her so she could at least be accountable for what she did and how she handled things. But she was not remorseful.
remorseful. Hmm.
So they sent her a home.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think they could have did that in Georgia. Like I
No.
think I just think that's kind of, I get what you're saying, girl, it's my opinion, but I think that's cruel to bring somebody all the way to California. And that flight is not short. I know from Maryland is 6 hours on the plane. Okay. So from Georgia, maybe it's a little less. I don't know. But don't bring me all the way over here to do some bullshit.
But
Don't even ask me to come.
isn't that the point of the girls' trip for us to have fun?
For
We go
us to resolve stuff.
right.
Right.
And I think in that moment, if she wasn't being accountable, okay, we'll table this. Because y'all
Yes.
gonna have 3 more, 4 more dinners before y'all leave. All right, we gonna table this. When we come back for dinner again or lunch the next day, I tried. We were trying to have a conversation with you, and you kept
Right.
shutting us down. I don't know how we supposed to move past it. That would have made for a good conversation,
Mm-hmm.
but you sent the girl home. I
Yep.
don't know. I think an apology is owed. I'm gonna read this one. Rain said, "I don't know when Quad was going through her divorce. The cast weren't nice to her."
No, they weren't. They were not supportive to her at all. So I can see I get that. I just I just think Quad also just it's a catch 22 with her. It's a
Yeah.
double-edged sword because Quad does not pull her weight, but also the women have not been kind to her in
Hmm.
some instances. But I believe that they haven't been kind to her because she doesn't act like a genuine friend to them. Like
Hmm.
Quad wants to pick up and use them for her purposes of her being on this show. She doesn't exhibit these are my real
Yeah.
friends qualities, and they're tired of that because all of them genuinely hang together.
Yeah, I think when she was on the Sister Circle or whatever, and she
Yep.
had the party and she was talking about and those her co-host that was on the show,
Right. Mm-hmm.
I think there was the moment the line was drawn in the sand between Quiet and the other ladies because it was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, you just met them yesterday, we
Right.
for years, and you over here crying."
Child. Unbelievable.
I think that's when, but I think that's Quiet fault. I think that's when the line was kind of drawn in the sand, and because Simone hold grudges, I don't think Simone just came back.
Yeah, she yell and scream and hold a grudge, and it's like,
Yeah,
girl, just grow up, Simone. That's
yeah,
why Dr. Jackie got all the celebrity clients, and you don't have as many as her because your bedside manner is trash, yelling and screaming at people.
that's
But
all.
let me not say that, y'all. I'm just being funny. She probably is an excellent doctor, and they only feature Dr. Jackie with her celebrity clients because people have said that Simone is a good doctor too.
Yeah,
But that screaming and holding grudges for stupid
yeah.
stuff and that obnoxious ass random laugh of hers, it's just like, oh girl. Like, girl, oh my God. Like, can you go sit in Heavenly's chair and get that grill in the child? Shave
Just
off
push
a
it back
layer.
a little bit. Just push it back a little
Just
bit.
a little bit, baby. Oh my God. It's
Even
like
if
hanging
it
out.
hurts, just teach. But yeah, what was
But
next? What happened? Was that the end of the episode?
no, so we had that scene with Contessa,
Oh,
Phaedra, and Sweet Tea, where Sweet Tea admitted that she doesn't feel like she should have been invited to Quad's birthday party either. Like, girl, why do you need to be there?
why?
Because I mean, people would have, if you had a went, everybody would have brought their spouses, and I damn sure don't want my ex-husband at my birthday party.
Thank
So,
you.
girl, and
Hmm.
you and I are not, we ain't cool like that, smooth like that. So let's keep
Yeah.
your ass home like that, okay? Bye,
I
girl.
don't know why. I'm really surprised. I'm waiting for the real reason as to why Contessa is back. Contessa is
She's
giving
annoying.
you're on the outs.
Yeah, she's annoying. I'm tired of her.
Yeah,
Like all she gonna do is complain about Heavenly all season
that's
and
all you're
wanna
doing.
act like she gonna fight her and put her hands on her. And I'm like, girl, go back and in your house with your badass kids and stop.
And
I'm tired.
like when they came to Contessa's house, Contessa got this freakum dress on with these high strippy heels on. I'm like, who is this lady?
Obama.
Who is
She's a Bama. Contessa cannot dress to save her life. Her and Giselle must exchange pieces because, girl,
But who told her to rebrand as this girl? You're not this girl.
you're not a sex kitten, Contessa.
Who
Stop.
told you to do this? I'm like, you in your house with this whole freakum dress on, with some heels wrapped around your leg. Who is this girl? I like the
Child.
Contessa that have her scrubs on and her tennis shoes, or her leggings and her tennis shoes. We know you for the workout girl, not
Girl,
the
she was about to gas up the pacer and go to the hookah bar in that outfit. That's what the fuck she
you
was
see.
about to
I'm
do.
like, man, who is this girl? I don't like it. Take her back. I don't want
Yeah.
you
she
not
trying to be a
here.
she trying to be a sex kitten. Girl, bye. You was just bodybuilding last
Thank
time you was on here.
you.
Now you building a sex kitten. Girl, no. Bye, Contessa.
And she
Boo and boo
looks
and
so
bye to you. We don't believe you.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, terrible. And Phaedra, why you here? What you doing? Hey, oh, Phaedra, you sitting here? I didn't even know you was here. What is you talking about? Girl, you and your wig. Go on, girl. Go on now.
First
You
of
hear?
all, is now about to be Apollo. But if we're going to get awkward interactions like what they did in the driveway, I don't want it.
Girl, because you want to keep this narrative that you don't let him come in your house. I'm pretty sure Phaedra done let him come knock the lining out a couple good times, okay? Now, Phaedra, stop playing around. Cause he didn't came over there and tap dancing at puss. Okay? Stop. You over here playing around. And the sexual tension between you and Apollo and both of y'all Scorpios too, girl, please. Stop playing with me. You had him slapping that juicy booty, okay? And snatching that wig off and throwing it on the floor. Bye, Phaedra. And you and your kids with this Gucci luggage. Why do you have Gucci luggage for them there? You better get them in a way bag and call it a day.
You better go to Costco's and get y'all some luggage.
Child, that scene was terrible. Moving, and then so next we got Ryan, the pro basketball player, with Jackie. Jackie, listen. I get it. You got the celebrity clients.
Get all of them.
We got to go on film with Curtis now.
Where is Curtis?
Yeah, where is Curtis? Is Curtis going through the airport with another young lady again? Girl. Because Curtis be where they got a house at in the Bermuda, Bahamas. I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama, wherever the fuck they at. Yeah, they got a house somewhere that he's supposed to be managing. Is that where he's taking his women? Out the country? Ciao, bye. Ciao, bye. Moving on. Because they just made me mad with that wasted damn scene. So moving on. We got Sweet Tea, Contessa, and Phaedra have sent out these invites to go to this hoedown. Okay, what we doing with this? What we supposed to do with that?
I don't want it. I don't like it. I don't want it. Can we move on? That's what
ain't nothing gonna come of this.
Nothing at all.
Nothing.
I'm just
child, and that's it. There ain't nothing else going on. They go into the hoedown, child. They end this episode with them going to the airport, and yeah, to be continued.
To be continued.
They going to the Dominican Republic. That's what D. Herfer says. Yep. Oh no, that's where Curtis has that house, Dominican Republic. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what? This is. We'll save it for next week, child.
Child, yeah, this was okay.
But
you can't be giving me filler episode already.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Already. I mean, this is just episode 3.
Right.
And I don't know if they're trying to lay the foundation for something, but I don't know what would be the foundation that they're trying to lay.
Child, who knows?
I don't know. But anyway, let's round this thing out with Belle Collective. And we already 2 hours in. So let's just go and get to the nitty-gritty of the Bells. And why is Tisha trying to force So Gucci and Selena to have a conversation? Let's just get to the meat and potatoes.
Yeah, let's just get on with that. Well, first, I wanna call out Miss Marie Monroe.
Marie Monroe.
Girl, why did you think that Tisha was supposed to have your vendor packet up? If you are a vendor somewhere, baby girl, you bring your shit. You pay for a vendor table so that you can bring your shit. I vend with my business all the time. I don't expect the people that's hosting the vending event to set up my shit.
Mm-hmm.
You and your bumping curl can bump it on out of here with that attitude, because it's giving team too much. It's giving team too much.
My prediction: they will not be friends long.
No,
I think they're friends, especially because I still ain't got over this. When Marie walked up and looked at your face, oh baby, who you talking to? Because why you all looking at my face and pointing in my face? Who you talking to?
Sick of her. I am so sick of Marie and her nasty stank attitude. Girl, get your old ass on. And you walking around wearing Jordans and tennis shoes and shit. Girl, bye.
And
You
then you
85
come
years
back
old
and
wearing
do it.
Jordans. Stop.
Yeah. It's your fault. I'm holding you accountable. I'm gonna need you to lower your voice one more again, because girl, I don't know why you trying to make the scene with me. You say that mess with you and Latrice. Don't come over here with this now.
Child, even Latrice ain't having it. So she need to just stop altogether. Now, what you think about Gucci and JJ? I need you to grow up, sir.
I'm
Please
not
grow up,
understanding.
JJ.
Yeah,
I don't understand it.
I'm not
You
understanding
sitting up here, you want to leave the event because you see Selena. She's not checking for you.
at all.
It seems like you are grasping at straws for a moment, sir.
And for me, this is me. When y'all walked in and y'all saw Selena was there, y'all was at the door. Maybe y'all could use that time to turn around and be like, oh, okay, don't worry about it. But y'all get seated, get some drinks, little piece of food, and now, oh, let me get up and make a scene and walk out. Also,
Mm-hmm.
that being said, this could have been the time to test to see if we're able to go and have a conversation.
Right.
If y'all can sit at the table and be in the same room with each other, I think that's ground. So let it be known that, oh, we can move forward. Let me let my guard down a little bit and all the things. Y'all got three cheering together, and these girls are having babies like it's going out of style, honey. So now
Right.
y'all adding grandkids to the mix. What is this life going to come to when it's time for y'all the grandbaby to have their 1-year-old birthday party?
What are you mad about,
And
sir?
then there's that.
What has your ponytails in a tizzy? Because you're getting on my damn nerves.
Really?
You're getting on my nerves. You're making the gel on the back of my edges itch. I'm tired of him. Grow up, JJ.
Please grow up.
Grow up, because you are acting the age of your ponytails, and
Yep.
I'm sick of it. These are your kids. This is the mother of your children.
Yep.
Like, are you mad that she don't want you? Like, do you want her to be paying attention to all your foolishness? She is just literally turning the other cheek on you.
It's just letting
And
it be.
when I say turning the other cheek, giving you her other ass cheek to kiss, because she doesn't give a damn about what the fuck you talk about. Goodbye, boo and bye to you. Okay.
Yeah. I'm kind of over it, but I said, we talked about it last week. I'm like, it's only so much that they can push this narrative of, oh my God, the big bag Selena Wolf is here. Eventually, y'all gonna have to move past it, and I'm glad it got to the point to where Sophia was like, oh, okay, let us go ahead and have a conversation. As we see, it's not seem like it ain't about to go good for the next episode, but it's only so long that you can prolong this conversation out. What do you feel about Letitia forcing it?
I think that's a problem. If you know that there's a protective order, but I also think production is forcing her to do that.
I agree with that.
And I'm like, that further lets me know, Carlos King, you don't respect boundaries. That's a problem. There's a whole court order saying that these people should not be around each other. Yet you consistently are pushing this whole thing. I don't care how many times Letitia was trying to get them in a room. As the executive producer of this, as the producer of this show, right? The owner of Kingdom Reign, as you keep wanting to tell people, you should be like, there is no way that they need to be having any scenes together because there's a protective order. Mm-hmm. It's giving y'all playing with us. I'm over it.
I agree.
What do you think about that conversation that they had at the end, where basically they're gearing up for Selena and So Gucci to have a conversation?
You know what? I feel like it was forced. I don't think that it was an organic situation. Let me call you. And now let me say this: it's for TV, so it really wasn't gonna be that organic, to be honest. Let me say that part first. But I do feel like Gucci felt like she was forced to to have the conversation.
Yeah.
And I do think that Gucci probably didn't want to do it on her time. So I don't like the fact that it is coming off like y'all forcing her hand to do something.
Right.
But at the same time, I am on the side of let's hurry this along. Like I don't want to be on this. And we're seeing the back of you walk out every time you see this woman. Like you cutting yourself short and you doing yourself a disservice, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Because what's your point of being on the show now?
Exactly, because clearly all of the women have a relationship with Selena that is much more solid than the relationship that they have with you.
Thank you.
You know, so you are doing all of this and antics and foolishness, and everybody is annoyed by you at this point. Only person that's dipping into your shenanigans is Akeisha.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So, and Akeisha is, frankly, she's a little boring, so nobody cares.
Yep.
And what are your thoughts on Tamra?
I feel like Tamra can be reduced down to a friend of the show.
Absolutely.
I don't think she brings anything. She's another one. She kind of gives me Quad vibes a little bit.
Well, at least Quad talks more than her and is louder.
She talk more, but she gives me private. And one thing I don't understand is when anybody want to get on TV and then want to play the private role.
Why?
It blows my mind. That do not make sense to me.
Why, Lord, why?
Yep.
Why do people consistently get on reality TV and don't want to tell their reality?
And now you don't want to talk. Yep. You want to be on TV, but you don't want to say anything about you. What are you and your baby daddy doing? You know, are you still on the radio? You had these storylines coming in, and all of a sudden, since you had this baby and you didn't want to tell nobody you was pregnant, respectfully, because you have had some miscarriages or whatever her situation was, I get it. But you're not wanting to talk. I'm gonna need you to either just bow out gracefully, just move, or you have to be more open. So, but anyway, to answer your question, I do feel like she could be reduced down to a friend of the show. I don't think she brings anything. Her and Marie, it wasn't big enough for us to even care.
Yeah,
it wasn't friends like that. I can see if Tamra and Pusha fell out because they have a working relationship. You know, I can see if her and Reese fell out. That is Marie. Y'all weren't kicking it no way. So it never made never mind if they kissed and made up or not.
Right. Yeah, I agree. I just think they need to just hurry this along. Like figure out what you're gonna do. Last but not least, what do you think about Latrice basically finally on camera? Because the streets been talking and saying that Latrice always cussing Cliff a new one, but she just is respectful because they on TV and she don't want to embarrass him. But the way she cussed him out, it was like, boy, fuck you, and all that. I was like, girl, that just rolled off like it was easy.
The line for me was with your weak, hey.
Yeah. With your weak ass. I said, girl.
Oh, wait a minute. Not Zaddy being a weak. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. That was the line that did it for me. I said, whoa.
Yeah.
This is my thing with Latrice. Latrice is visibly unhappy.
Yes.
It's just oozing through her skin,
through
her lace front, through the makeup. It is just oozing through her red bottoms. I don't understand why you keep getting in bed with him with business that keep tying up y'all finances together.
Yeah.
I am confused, and I'm not team divorce. Let me make this very clear. I'm not rooting for them to get a divorce. I'm not asking for her to get a divorce, but you can visibly see that she's not happy in this relationship. You're scared about having babies with this man. So if you're having these strong feelings, why do you keep intertwining y'all business and money so tight that if you decide to get a divorce, that this is going to be the divorce from hell?
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
everything is intertwined so tight. Y'all will be fighting over who really has the what's the word that they call the intellect for this business. Oh, it was my
Mm-hmm.
business. It's gonna be an argument.
Yep.
I don't know. What's your thoughts?
Girl, I'm just happy that she finally was digging in his ass in public. I'm sorry. I loved every minute of it. But I think that Latrice, always told you, I think that Latrice is going to end up getting a divorce and she going to get a younger man. She going to go ahead and take that L on the separation of the assets. She going to get her a younger man and she going to, a man that's her age. And she going to live her best life and she going to get pregnant and have kids. Mark my words. And I bet you it's going to happen in the next 4 years.
4. Oh,
I give you 4 years.
I don't see her leaving. That's the sad part. I
Oh,
don't see Latrice leaving.
she gonna leave.
Oh,
She
thank
gonna
you,
leave,
Shay.
all right.
Intellectual property. That's what I was looking for. I'm
Yeah.
like, what is it? Thank you, Shay W.
Mm,
Yeah, I feel like she looks at them. I think she liked the fact to be able to say that, and we've talked about this, that they are the it couple. You know,
mm-hmm.
he got his
She
own
gonna,
business going for himself. He makes good money for whatever, business he has going on. So I think she liked the power couple dynamic. I don't know
mm.
if she's willing to let that go.
She
This
gonna get a man like Quads. That's what she gonna get. And she gonna be like, oh, you young, yeah, you got money and good teeth. Okay.
not good teeth. You know what?
Nah, I ain't say teeth, girl.
Oh, what you say?
I said good dick. She gonna get all of that. And she gonna be like, oh, you ain't got to take your dentures out first to, yeah, all of that. She gonna find her somebody that's gonna do what she need to be done. And she gonna realize, oh, you don't gotta take a pill before. Oh, okay. Yeah. She gonna get tired of that little Tweety Bird ass bush on top of Colonel Sanders' head. She just needs somebody to get the dugout. Do the Dougie on her real quick. Should be good. Should be good. But yeah, I give you 3-4 years. I'm gonna go ahead and say 4. I'm gonna give you 4. Yep. Where is Lee when I need? Or Pacino rules to be like, there goes Sean with. They said in my review I was doing for Love and Marriage Hospital the other night. They was like, where's Sean with the face? We need Sean up in here. Mm-mm.
We're gonna end it with this. What do you think
Yes.
about the men's conversation? The husband.
I think I missed that part.
Okay.
What happened with that?
Um, so after the brunch was over with, the ladies went
The
back to the
pool.
house to do the
Okay.
pool, and the men went to like a little bar or something or whatever. And
Oh, yeah.
Glendale was
Mhm.
like, I ain't gonna let nobody run me off, And JJ was like, you don't know what's going on. Stop talking about it. Let it be my business. And JJ kind of went in. He was like, now I'm also the same person who gonna tell you that you should have quit your job knowing you got a child and a wife that depends
Oh,
on
yeah, I
you.
remember.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's like, but I'd be wrong if I said that. And I was like, oh my God. I'm gonna tell you something. I actually like the conversation with the men.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's on any reality TV show, except for Love and Marriage Huntsville. I like the interaction, just like with Married to Medicine, Real Housewives, or whatever. When the men talk, it really is a lighter side. It ain't too deep. Ain't nobody hollering and going, trying to get their point across. And even I don't even like Cliff, but I found him to be funny. He was like, oh, I like JJ. I just don't like Willie, and Willie was being a good sport about it, so
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like how they be hating on Willie, and Willie don't even be giving them too
Doing
much.
that, that's my thing. Unless he doing something and they giving him good edits, unless they giving this man good edits, I'm on that side too. You can't make me dislike Willie. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and
I
JJ
like
Red, He read the hell out of Glendale sitting right next to him. I'm
Oh,
like,
did.
God dang, God darn it.
So that Glendale couldn't say nothing but take it.
Yeah, I was like, woo, baby, that is a spicy meatball. You gonna read me while I'm sitting next to you breaking bread? Okay.
Glendale couldn't do nothing but take it because he knew it's some truth to it.
Yeah. But
But
yes, that's all I got.
that's it. That's all I got. Either I know if y'all, because we lost a lot of people once we finished talking about the love and marriage hospital, but the people who decided to stay on, let me say this. Me and my girl Shay, baby, we locked in. Let me tell y'all something. We locked in. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
We locked in.
Yes,
Let me
indeed.
start there.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, we like to have our debate, but it does not dictate anything when it becomes between her and I. That's another thing I want to add on. And thirdly, I think it makes for great TV, YouTube, or whatever we want to call it, where we can push a conversation to where we have opposing thoughts.
Absolutely.
So I did want to add, I wanted to say that when we were finishing up, but I ended up forgetting. But I did want to end it with that. I do think that it makes for great TV. I think it makes for a great YouTube show, video, whatever we call this, to have a and to show that we can say what we want to say, have a good time, and we can still move on. And we're gonna argue about it again the next day. And that's it.
Yep.
Do it all over again. Okay?
All over again. For sure.
All over again.
Yes, indeed.
But I'm glad y'all had a great time. Free got to do. She got a laundry list of things she got to do,
Girl.
and I got to let Free go. This is fun.
Yeah, I start with washing my hair and braiding it.
This been fun, but I got to let Free go. Oh, you have a question? They said, Shay,
Yes.
where is my syrup on website?
Where's your syrup? Betty Williams. I'll on the website. I'll check your did you place an order recently that I didn't send syrup? I'll double check your order and see when the last time you placed the order, but I don't think I was missing a syrup. But let me know. Just shoot me an email or inbox me on Instagram and I'll get you taken care of. No worries. Oh, the elderberry is not there to order it. Oh, okay. I will I'll take a look at the website and fix it. It should be up there, but thank you for letting me know. I'll fix it tonight.
All right, y'all. Y'all know what to do. If you haven't done so already, go ahead and like both of our videos, subscribe to both of our channels. As she's talking about right now, y'all know my girl do all of the health wellness drinks, juice, slushies. I mean, she's gonna get mad at me for saying it wrong, but y'all know what my girl do. You know what she do. Go over yonder and order from my girl, okay? She is great at what she do, all right? So
yes, ShayRenee.net. I'm also having a 25% off sale right now. Use code anniversary because my 5-year business anniversary was actually last week. So yes, going over to my website, ShayRenee.net, 25% off site wide.
There you have it. All right, you guys, y'all enjoy the rest of y'all night. I'll see you guys and I'll talk to you guys in the next video.